Guys, how's it going? Welcome to Play by Play with Dr. Delay. Of course, I am Dr. Delay. And tonight we got some more baseball for you as the Cincinnati Reds take on the one and only Pittsburgh Pirates. The Pirates enter today, of course, losing the last two games in the series with the Giants. But hey, you know what? They won the season series against the Giants at least, so we'll take it when we can, get it. How's it going, guys? Yeah, hey, Denny, how's it going? Draven? It's all good, man. Like I told Holden the other day, hey, never apologize for, being able to miss a stream. I'm just entertainment. You can shut me off at any time. All right, let's see here. I'm sorry I am running late. I was just getting home. Let's see here. Paul Skeens is going to be on the mound today for the Pittsburgh Pirates. 6-8 record, 2.02 ERA, whip of a .92. He's going to be the starting pitcher for the Pirates, so hopefully he'll be able to keep it close. Let's see here. Like number 3, thank you, Giants fan. Thank you for stopping by, as always. Appreciate you. Reds lead the season series 4-2 against the Pirates. Thank you, Christopher, for that information. I do appreciate it, man. That is, I will definitely use that. Hopefully the Pirates can win today, so they'll have a chance to maybe, make it close. Maybe it would be nice to make it 4-4 at one point in time. Of course, this is a 4-game series, so hey, 5-5 at the end of the series would be really neat. Let's see. Starting lineup for the Pirates is going to be Spencer Horwitz at first, Nick Gonzalez at second, Brian Reynolds in right, O'Neill Cruz in center, McCutchen at DH, Sawinski in left, Triolo at short, Davis catching, and Kiner Falefa at third. The only reason I watch... Ooh, that is tough. Yeah, there really isn't much to watch for and cheer for right now. Haven't received... Thank you very much. I'm sure, by the way, hopefully you had a great vacation, Giants fan. I believe you were on vacation, as I know the Rising Rhino will be streaming tonight. For the Reds, starting lineup's going to be Friedel in center, McLean at second, Medela Cruz, he's at short, Hayes, not Brian Hayes, the left fielder Hayes. I'll actually click on him, that way we can distinguish. You'll be able to see it later. Austin Hayes, okay, in left. Lux is DHing, Steer at first, Marte is in right, Trevino at catcher, and former Pirate Brian Hayes, he is batting ninth, and he is, of course, playing third. So that'll be pretty neat. Of course, the starting pitcher for the Reds is Brady Singer. 9-8 record, 4.36 ERA on the season, a whip of a 1.31. So he's doing all right. He's an okay pitcher, but again, it's a below average lineup that he's facing, so he'll probably look pretty good, unless, of course, the Pirates are just hot tonight. As always, feel free to comment down below. I do try to, read as many comments as possible, as obvious I am a Pirates fan, but Reds fans are indeed welcome. And I'm sure, again, you'll be able to, if you like what you see, folks, always hit that like and subscribe button. I'm sure many Reds fans are Bengals fans, so I'm sure we'll be able to, be cordial, of course, with Steelers-Bengals, as always. But yeah, again, if you like football, this is also a great place for you, but we'll get into that a little bit later. Like I said, Paul Skeens is on the mound as he is still warming up, and I'll go ahead and click on him again just in case you're just now tuning in. Again, Paul Skeens, we all know about his win-loss record. It is negative, a 6-8 record. With the 2.02 ERA. Whip, though, .92. Again, really good statistics, except for the win-loss, which that's pretty much out of his control. The Pirates, of course, they are the home team, and they are wearing their away black jerseys, as always. It still confuses me why they refuse to wear this jersey at home, despite it being their alternate home. I don't know. It is what it is. Reds win their... will be 2 games in the wildcard race behind the Padres. The Reds, again, they are doing very well. Looks like they're still warming up here, so I can go over. Let's see, I don't think I refreshed this earlier today. So, looking in the wild card, the Reds, just 3 games back. Again, they are very much alive. Ke'Bryan Hayes, of course, pretty happy that he was traded to the Reds, I'm sure. I'm sure it was a little bittersweet, but, he's actually on a contender for a change. That must be good for him. So, the Reds, again, 60 and 55 as they're looking to try to claw back in the wild card picture. Looks like we are about to start. Look at that. TJ Friedl already at the plate. Skeens delivers. That is in there for a called strike. Hello, Sean. How's it going? How is it going? TJ Friedl is batting .275, OPS of 775. Here is the 0-1. That's going to be popped up, and that's going foul. Friedl, 10 home runs and 37 RBIs on the season. He is from Sewickley, Pennsylvania. So he probably grew up a Pirates fan or a Phillies fan, but usually people from Pennsylvania just dominate the Pirates. Here is the 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Down goes TJ Friedl. And that's going to bring up Matt McLain here with one out in the top of the first. He's batting .223, OPS of 646, 11 homers and 38 RBIs on the season. Who do I have winning? I'm going to go with the Pirates, of course, because they do have Paul Skeens on the mound. I'm going to listen to you whilst I'm mowing the lawn. Is that? Oh, that is definitely okay. That is encouraged. Here is the pitch. That's going to be a ground ball. That's going to get past the diving first baseman for a one-out single. So McLain gets on, and that'll bring up Ellie Dela Cruz. You may have heard of the guy. He's batting .279, OPS of 832, 19 homers and 73 RBIs on the season. Delay. Rising Rhino, how's it going? Thank you, of course, for stopping by. I know, of course, you're probably still doing that little workshop or whatnot at work. Parent-teacher conference. Again, Ellie Dela Cruz stepping in. One out here in the top of the first, one man on. As Skeens looks over at first. Sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be hit, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Reynolds quickly on it. It's going to throw it in. Throws to third. That's going to be cut off as there's now runners on first and second. So back-to-back singles for the Reds, all with one out. Rising Rhino and I, of course, will be both doing the Raiders and Seahawks, so feel free to go back and forth later tonight after this game. Yep, I have another game, preseason football, but again, I'll go into that a little bit later. Austin Hayes is going to be up here. The other Hayes on the Reds, as he's batting .264, OPS of 788, 10 homers and 44 RBI. Skeens, sets, kicks, and deals. That is going to be outside for ball one. Did Nightbot axe the RFK? I got rid of him yesterday. I didn't do it for good. I banned him for 24 hours. He was just being so stupid. 1-0 count here to Hayes. It is not Ke'Bryan Hayes. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball just upstairs for ball two. Matt McLain and Hunter Green turned 26 yesterday. Well, happy late birthday to those two. As Skeens sets on the 2-0. Looks back at second. Kicks and deals. That is going to be low for ball three, so a little bit of trouble here for Paul Skeens. Who's the better Ke'Bryan Hayes? Vaughn Hayes or Charlie Hayes? Oh. Didn't we go over Charlie Hayes' stats and they were pretty good? I can't remember. 3-0 counts. Skeens sets and delivers. That is going to be in there for a called strike. 99 at the knees. 3-1 count again. Runners on first and second. One out here in the top of the first. The Reds already threatening again. They are very much alive in the NL wild card picture, and they're playing like it. Skeens looks back, kicks, and deals. That's going to be chopped foul. That pitch was way inside, but Hayes felt like he had to protect there. Count is 3-2. Nice little catch by Liover Peguero, who is in the dugout tonight, not playing. 3-2. 3-2 count. Skeens sets, kicks, and fires. That's going to be chopped foul. So we'll do this again. The count, of course, is full. Looks like we're trying to do an interview or something, which is crazy right now. It's a big, it's a big moment. Yeah, let's cut back to the action, please. Again, Pittsburgh Sportsnet. I've been very critical of them. They've been pretty terrible this year. 3-2 count. Skeens looks back at second, kicks and deals. That's going to be a foul tip as he just got a piece of it. Umpire checking with Davis. It seemingly went off Davis. Ooh, right off the chest. Did not hit the hand. That would have been devastating if that went off the hand. So 3-2 count. Austin Hayes stepping back in. Had a pretty nice year in limited action, only 242 at-bats. Here is the pitch. That's going to be poked at and fouled back as that got up to 100 on the miles per hour, of course, the radar gun. Just getting a piece of it. Skeens is like, all right, that's not too bad. Pretty good. Respect even as Skeens sets. Kicks and deals. Chopper up the middle. Gonzalez takes it himself, throws to first, gets the double play. What a pitch, what a play by Nick Gonzalez, taking himself to the bag and quickly throwing to first. We head to the bottom of the first. Your score is 0-0. All right, folks, now I can kind of promote the channel. LOL. If you do like what you see, definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play action. Of course, well, you can see, look at this. Pirates fan, Steelers fan. If you're a Pittsburgh fan in here, I would recommend you do that because, again, that's what I am. Been doing this since opening day. Of course, it's not just Pirates games, but I do mostly Pirates games. They are the most frequent team I've done on this channel. Even with them being at 49 and 66, I'm still here. So you should definitely like and subscribe for more Pirates. Have you ever been to PNC? I have not. That is something I'd love to do, Yassine. Just haven't been able to do it. Now, here's my little pitch to the Reds fans here, which, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I haven't really done much. Now, I have done because you might scroll up here and see Christopher Leclerc. He is a Reds fan. How did I see him in a Reds game? But, every now and then I'll do Reds games. It's just not often. Now, as we get closer to the playoffs, as you're still in it, I'm more likely to do teams in the NL wild card picture. So, again, and I'll probably do another game of this series, of course. There is preseason I'd like to try out. But that is pretty much my pitch. Of course, if you're a Bengals fan or a football fan, whatnot, I'll be doing a lot of football. So definitely sub, and we'll be doing a lot. You guys will actually be voting on the games that I'll be calling. So I will be doing every Steelers game, but you guys will have a lot of say on this channel as far as games that I call. That is it. That is my pitch to you. Hopefully, you like and subscribe. All right, Brady Singer is going to be the pitcher here for the Reds. Again, 9-8 record, 4.36 ERA, whip of a 1.31. So it's about league average, but, that's really all that's needed. Again, they are still doing very well on, as far as staying in the NL wild card. Due up for the Pirates is going to be Spencer Horwitz. He's going to be leading off here in the bottom of the first. 4 games today. Yeah, no, a lot of stuff happening. Not much for baseball, but of course, preseason. As Singer delivers, that is going to be inside ball 1. Horwitz is batting .262, OPS of .723, 5 homers and 31 RBIs on the season. Singer kicks and deals. That is going to be in there for a called strike. 92 on the gun. Count is 1-1. Singer sets and fires. That is going to be upstairs. Ball 2. All fastballs so far. 92, 94, 93 on the radar gun. Was John Smiley better on the Buccos or the Redlegs? I've never even heard the Redlegs. That's going to be hit to left, and that is going to go foul. I'm assuming Redlegs may have been what the Reds were called at one point. I'm not too sure. Interesting. 2-2 count here to Spencer Horwitz. Sean, I thought you'd be mowing, and here you are texting while you're mowing. Thank you, of course, for the questions, as always. 2-2 count. Singer kicks and deals. That's going to be fouled back as Horwitz is looking just to stay alive. Count is even at 2-2 as Singer quickly delivers. That's going to be inside for ball 3. 3-2 count for Spencer Horwitz. Singer fires, swing and a miss. He struck him out. Down goes Horwitz. All right, with one away here in the bottom of the first, that'll bring up Nick Gonzalez. Nick Gonzalez batting .279, OPS of .738, 5 homers, and 19 RBIs on the season. Singer delivers. That's going to be popped up. First baseman seems to be under, and Steer makes the catch for out number 2. All right, and they're showing Ke'Bryan Hayes. I know they're going to show him a lot tonight on the Pirates broadcast. That is going to bring up Brian Reynolds batting .236, 668, 10 homers, and 53 RBIs on the season. Singer kicks and fires. That's going to be low for ball 1. That was before I got started. Oh, you don't have to be quiet. I was just wondering. Like you said, you're mowing. 1-0 count. Singer delivers the 1-0, and that'll be low for ball 2. Never heard of the Redlegs. I may have vaguely heard of them. Yeah, I'm not the baseball historian or baseball dyer. I'm not the baseball purist who is checking in. How's it going? I am not. My expertise is with the NFL and football. That is more of my alley. But I do enjoy, of course, calling these games. I've been doing, of course, again, since opening day. It's been fun. Here is the 2-0. Checked his swing. Did he go? He did not. Ball 3. That's what most of the city calls it. Really? Okay, that's interesting. I did not know that. Thank you, of course, for the education, as that's going to be hit to left. This one may have the distance. It is! Clear the deck. Cannonball coming for Brian Reynolds. His 11th home run of the year. As he's smiling, he knows he needed it. The Pirates take an early lead. It is 1-0. Again, I was going to go into a little tangent on how he's been struggling this year. But, hey, we'll let him have that one, of course. Fastball, not quite down the middle, but in pretty much that happy zone for him. And he took advantage, sending it opposite field. All right, that'll bring up O'Neal Cruz. He's batting .208, OPS 709, breaking ball in there for a called strike. 18 homers and 48 RBIs on the season. Dolly does not like that. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit foul. So very quickly, 0-2 to O'Neal Cruz. B. Ryan 1, Ke'Bryan 0. Very nice, Denny. I like it. But I'm sure Ke'Bryan will have a good night. As here is the 0-2. That's going to be low for ball 1. I know there was a lot of debate, especially last year, between Reds, Pirates fans, and all that stuff about O'Neal Cruz versus De La Cruz. I think it is clear, or at least as of now, as here's the 1-2. That is just outside ball 2. I think it's pretty clear that De La Cruz has shown that he is indeed the superior players, letting the talent actually show in the statistics and the play. Cruz, we're still waiting for that. Here is the 2-2. That is outside for ball 3. So from 0-2 to 3-2, it's like he heard me kind of talking a little bit of smack here, and now he's going to go ahead and make Singer pay, possibly. We'll see. 3-2 count. Singer sets, kicks, and delivers. That's going to be hit left and foul. 3-2 count. Apparently unpopular tonight. This is rare. Never get any messages because I am not that famous. 3-2 count. Singer delivers the 3-2. That's going to be chopped back, and again, we'll do this again. Count is full. Oh man, looks like his earpiece on the helmet broke. Interesting. So a little bit of a equipment malfunction delay here. A little delay on Dr. Delay as Cruz is stepping back in. 3-2 counts. Singer kicks and fires. That is going to be low for ball 4. So from 0-2 to a walk. Cruz doing a very good job. Again, usually he chases, showing very good plate discipline. Again, it's like he heard me talking. That is good. All right, that'll bring up Andrew McCutchen. He's batting .249, OPS of .712 on the season, 11 home runs, and 39 RBIs. A loud ovation for him, as always, as Singer sets and fires. That is low for ball 1. Of course, as loud as PNC can possibly be, with the attendance that they have. 1-0 count. Singer looking over at first. He sets and delivers. That is outside for ball 2. Jason C., thank you for stopping by. Can Paul get 8 strikeouts? It's doable. But again, baseball is kind of one of those things where it's just so random. You never know on any given day. You don't know how you're going to get your ounces. That's a big swing and a miss, strike 1. So, I mean, he can. I just don't know if it's tonight. If you're looking for the prop bet there, I mean, I'm not the guy. I am not the guy to ask. 2-1 count. Singer sets and delivers. That is way outside ball 3. So Singer, a little bit of trouble here. The first 2 batters, no problem. But the home run by Reynolds may have bothered him a little bit. 3-1. Singer looks over at Cruz. Sets and fires. That is low for ball 4. McCutchen bat flips the walk. So all this with, of course, 2 outs. And that'll bring up Jack Sawinski. This is a player that Draven and I pull for so much. As there's a little bit of a mound visit here. Got a good channel, brother. Couldn't catch the Reds game tonight running. Oh, cool. Awesome. Thank you, man. I try. Reds pitcher Luke. Yeah, looking rough to start. Yeah, so far, again, the first 2 batters were tough. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. What game are you calling on Saturday, 6 p.m.? I am not doing Steelers. I can't, since I don't live in Pennsylvania. I can only do the one on NFL Network, which is week 3. So I don't really know. Tomorrow, I know I'm doing the Browns game after work. I don't know if I'm doing a baseball game later that night. I don't know. Right now, the weekend's still kind of, I don't know. I want to call as much as possible. But yeah, again, thank you very much. I'm trying. Here is the pitch. That is low for ball 1. Again, this is Jack Sawinski. He has struggled, batting .118, OPS of .504, 2 homers and 4 RBIs. I guess he's playing a little bit better as of late. 1-0 count. Singer looking back at second. Kicks and deals. That is way inside. The ball gets away. And the Pirates base runners, Cruz and McCutchen, will say thank you. That is a free base. Hammer putting the Pirates money line. Oh, that's a risk. And that actually went off the umpire's knee as well. Again, we all Draven and I, we really just think about that 2023 season where he had 26 homers on 447 at-bats, OPS near 800. We're like, come on. If we can just get that. Here's the pitch. That is going to be just low, but that's called a strike. So a favorable call for the Reds. 2-1 count. Rising Rhino, thank you. I am not the best. I try. 2-1 count. Singer sets, kicks, and deals. That is just outside ball 3. Of course, I do want to point in the direction to Rising Rhino. Again, if you are a football fan, definitely like and subscribe to Rising Rhino. Subscribe to Rising Rhino right now. 3-1 count. Here is the pitch. That is outside for ball 4. So Sawinski draws the walk. Again, a strikeout. And then, was it a pop out? And then Reynolds, again, with the home run. And all of a sudden, back-to-back-to-back walks. And that'll bring up Jared Triolo. He's batting .168, OPS of .541, 3 homers and 11 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 1. How are we feeling about the Cowboys? I mean, I mean, I don't expect them to win any playoff games. Here is the 0-1. That is going to be low for ball one. You know, the Cowboys, I can't really see them being towards the bottom of the league. And if they do happen to get 11 or 12 wins, it's probably because it was a weak schedule. I mean, that's just usually how it is. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be hit to right, and that is getting foul. I mean, they usually don't. They haven't beat anybody big in the last, 5 or 6 years. I can't really think of a big game other than, of course, divisional opponents. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think of them highly. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Ground ball up the middle. That's going to get through for a base hit. 1 run's going to score. Throw is going to go to third, so I imagine 2 are scoring. Throw to second. He is safe. Wow, the Pirates are looking pretty good. Of course, taking advantage of Singer here. Singer has, again, he started off so well, and ever since the Reynolds home run, it's looked like he doesn't have any confidence. Pirates taking advantage as Davis is at the plate. He's batting .164, OPS of .516, 4 homers and 13 RBIs. Again, runners on second and third, all with 2 outs. Yeah, I'm sorry. If you are a Cowboys fan, yeah, I'm sorry. I just don't have faith in them. That's going to be hit, and that is going to be fouled back. Just a reminder here, Singer is at 35 pitches this inning, so that, I mean, it's not like he's pitching that great, but, you know, even if he does settle down, I mean, 5 innings might be the max for him if we're lucky. That's going to be hit to shallow center. Left center. Looks like De La Cruz is under it and will make the catch for out number 3. The Pirates, though, take advantage of Singer's walks. And, of course, Reynolds with the solo shot to get the scoring started. We head to the top of the second inning. The Pirates lead 3-0. Your thoughts on ESPN buying NFL Network? I hate it. I am not an ESPN guy. I do not like ESPN. I cannot stand ESPN. You know, what they've become is it's just horrible. But that's just me, of course, you know. I mean, some people like it. I don't. I do not. But, I mean, of course, I still watch it, you know, if there's Monday Night Football or anything like that, or, you know, something I want to watch. But, anywho. But, yeah, no, folks, again, if you like what you see, definitely like and subscribe for more baseball and, of course, football coming. Football is coming up very soon. I'll actually be doing, again, a preseason game tonight. Again, you know, if you guys are on the East Coast, I'm not going to really hold it against you if none of you guys were to show up, and that's okay. But I will be doing Raiders Seahawks just again to get into the flow of things for calling football games. That is what that I think is my specialty. But ultimately, you guys are going to decide that on, you know, here on YouTube. Due up for the Reds will be Lux, Steer, and Marte. White Sox and Mariners are next. Really? TJ Friedl, yes, he is playing. He did. What did he do? He struck out. He struck out in the first inning. So if you need a hit or anything, you'll have to wait another inning or so, depending on how they do here. I said thank you. Actually, it was gifted by my wife. It's kind of a combination. It's not really a Pittsburgh Pirates P, but yeah, it's like a Steelers logo in there. You know, and I kind of, you know, it's neat. I like it. Anthony, how's it going? Yeah, thank you, of course, for stopping by, man. Again, feel free to chat down below, folks, as we are actually returning to action here. Here is the pitch. That is going to be outside for ball 1. Again, Pirates broadcasting it's terrible. You don't know when they're going to show the game or not. Gavin Lux is batting .268 on the season. OPS of .721, 4 homers and 42 RBIs. As Skeens likes the sign. Kicks and fires. That's going to be hit to left, and that is going to get out of play. To use this voice, I need a lot of water, so yeah, you'll see me doing that a lot. 1-1 count here for Gavin Lux as Skeens delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 2, 98 practically right down the middle. Time to watch Skeens cook. It'd be nice to see. It would be nice to see 1-2 count. Skeens delivers the 1-2. That is way outside for ball 2. Skeens getting mad at himself. Again, that one was indeed ways away. And you see Skeens just getting mad at himself. Demands perfection from himself. As here is the 2-2. Way outside again for ball 3. This time 89 miles per hour. Most likely a changeup. So 3-2 count here to Gavin Lux. He's looking to get on here to help out the Reds. Here is the pitch. That's going to be poked to left, and that is going to go foul. Once again, a full count. Pirates up 3-0 here in the top of the second. Nobody out. Lux at the plate. Skeens on the mound as he delivers the 3-2. Called strike 3 on the inside corner. He struck him out. That is strikeout number 2 for Skeens. Again, I saw someone needed 8, I'm assuming. I'm assuming he placed a bet, Jason C. So we're at 2, as that'll bring up the first baseman, Spencer Steer. He's batting .236, OPS of .689, 13 homers and 50 RBIs on the season. As Skeens kicks and delivers. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Crazy now, short channel last part. I know, right? Yeah, no. I was wondering, you most likely definitely got monetized. Definitely got monetized. I'm almost there. We'll see. Here is the 0-1. That's going to be in there for a called strike as well. Yeah, I mean, I already got the hours. I actually, at this point, it's just subscribers. I actually just need the subscribers. It is what it is, though, 0-2 count. Again, if you like viral shorts on YouTube, definitely check out Anthony there. He's got you covered with that. Here is the 0-2. That's going to be hit to right center field. Cruz on the run makes the catch at the warning track for out number 2. Gave it a nice ride, but I would say about a first down short of the wall. And I do apologize. I'm not a professional. Noel V. Marte, I'm assuming that is his name. Again, I'm sorry. He's batting .272, OPS of .786, 7 homers on the year, and 28 RBIs. Only with 158 at-bats, so that's not too bad for the power. Here is the pitch. That's going to be chopped foul. Orioles, how's it going? What's up, Doc? I'm chilling with the off day. Looks like you're up. Yeah, I know, right? Hey, this is it's looking good. We'll see. We'll see if it holds, but it's nice. I might start just stinking up the joint later. 0-1 count. Skeens kicks and deals. That's going to be popped up. Davis is booking it and making the catch in foul territory for out number 3. Nothing doing there for the Reds, so we head to the bottom of the second inning, where the Pirates still lead 3-0. Appreciate you guys, of course, for stopping by. Everyone also definitely check out Orioles Birdwatcher. Does every single Orioles game. Again, if you're just a baseball fan, you don't have to just be an Orioles fan, or of course, you don't have to be a Pirates fan to subscribe to me. You don't have to be an Orioles fan to subscribe to him. If you're just here because you love baseball, if you love sports, definitely check out Orioles Birdwatcher. Not here to promote. No, you're good. No, I know. I appreciate you, man, for stopping by. Just have had a lot of people doing that lately, and it was just, I had to put it in there. It's like, oh yeah, you should check out my stream. Hey, I'm streaming in like 5 minutes. Like, thank you. You're trying to appreciate that. Appreciate, trying to, I don't know. Anyway, no, yeah, I'll promote. Hey, I will promote those that that I find, one, really good, but two, also again very supportive. So. Yeah, no, that's you give, I give. That's just how it goes. But yeah, no, folks, again, if you like what you see, definitely like and subscribe to Dr. Delay here. Again, we're rising up as well. Again, started off opening day with 30 subs. Now we're here just above 400 now. So again, been doing Pirates baseball for a while. But again, I do bounce around Major League Baseball. And of course, if the Reds continue to stay in the NL wildcard race, I'll be doing some Reds games later down the stretch. So that is my little pitch to you guys. And of course, again, if you're a Bengals fan or Ohio State or Ohio, even just regular Ohio or Cincinnati or whatnot. Again, we'll be doing a lot of football on this channel, and you guys will have a lot of say on the games that I call. So hopefully that appeals to you as we are returning to Pittsburgh where the Pirates lead 3-0 in the bottom of the second inning. Here is the pitch. That's going to be a breaking ball in there for strike one. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa batting .270, OPS of .642, 1 homer and 30 RBIs on the season. 0-1 count. Singer delivers the 0-1. That's going to be hit to center. And Friedel makes a nice catch for out number 1. All right, we return to the top of the lineup where Spencer Horwitz is at the plate. He's batting .261, OPS of .720, 5 homers and 31 RBIs. You're going to juggle both football and baseball. Oh, tonight? Well, I'm just doing the game that's right after. So 9 o'clock, I'll be doing the Raiders and Seahawks. Here is the pitch. That is in there for a called strike. Yeah, I wanted to do the Colts-Ravens, but I'm like, I'll keep the momentum going. 0-1 count. Here is the pitch. That's going to be hit to left, and that is going to go foul. What would you rather have first, 1K subs or new ownership? Oh, Pirates fans are like, you better pick the right one. Here's the 0-2. That is going to be outside ball 1. I don't know, man. Do I sacrifice myself for the greater good for our Pittsburgh Pirates fan base? Here's the 1-2. That's going to be chopped to second. It's going to be a close one. Tosses to first. Gets him by a step for out number 2. Oh, that's a good question. That's a great question. You know what? I personally, I think I'd pick the 1K subs, honestly, because I'm already used to the Pirates losing. My entire life, I'm used to this. So I'm being selfish here. If there's a chance to be successful at this, I'm going to go ahead and try to be successful. That's going to be inside for ball 1. So, yeah, no, that was a good question. But now I'm going to be selfish, taking one for myself for a change. Here's the 1-0. That is going to be upstairs for ball 2. Gonzalez again is 0 for 1 on the night. 2-0 count. Here is the pitch. Ground ball right back to the pitcher, Singer, who underhands it, but almost a risky throw there, as he does indeed get the out for out number 3. All right, we head to the top of the third, where the Pirates, of course, still lead 3-0 over the Reds. You got to fall on the sword. I know. I should take one for the team, but is anyone else going to take one for the team? That's my thing. Why does it always have to be me? I always sacrifice for everyone in my personal life, and yet now I got to sacrifice for the fan base. I don't know. I think I'll just go ahead and I'll be greedy. I'll be greedy here. But I appreciate the question. That's a very good question. But it's not going to happen. Even if we did, realistically, like how in the world, would they actually spend? I don't know. Go with 1K subs. New ownership doesn't mean good ownership. Yes, that is a very good point, Sean. Sean with the wisdom. I like it. That is true. Again, like I was going to say, there's no guarantee they'll actually spend, even with new ownership. So, anyway. But no, great question. Great question. Once again, folks, if you like what you see, definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play content for baseball and football. Of course, I am doing a doubleheader tonight, but again, I won't really, again, you guys are on the East Coast, and that's going to be a West Coast game, so. But I'll worry about that later, if you guys are still here. Again, thank you guys for even clicking on the video. Just that alone helps out this channel a lot. We are still in commercial break, but I'll go ahead and get Jose Trevino up on the screen for you. He's going to be the next batter for the Reds. He's batting .259, OPS of .713, 4 home runs on the season, and 15 RBIs. It's what they call an ethical dilemma. Yeah, normally I am sacrificing myself for the greater good, but what have the Pirates sacrificed for me? What have they done? I've given them plenty of money. Same with those bums back there that haven't won a playoff game in 8 years. So, Anywho, we are back in Pittsburgh where the Pirates lead 3-0 here in the top of the third. Skeens delivers. That's going to be just outside, I'm assuming. Ball one. I hate the camera angle they chose. 1-0 count here to Trevino. Wasn't the classic camera angle. As Skeens winds up in. Here is the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike at the knees. 1-1. Brian Hayes is indeed on deck. That'll be pretty cool. As here is the 1-1. That's going to be hit right to the first baseman, Spencer Horwitz, for out number 1. All right. I'd like to see what the crowd... And Brian Hayes is getting a nice ovation here. Yeah, it's pretty sad, but hey. I mean, it's not sad that they're giving him a nice ovation. It's sad that he's not there. I mean, Brian Hayes was never great. Yeah, he was a great defensive first baseman, but Skeens is on the hill, but definitely pulling for him. I can honestly say that even with the Reds, you know. I hope he finds a way to hit. There he is, tipping the cap to Brian, to everyone here. Not wearing number 13 anymore. He is wearing number 3 on the Reds. Again, Brian Hayes batting .235, OPS of .570 on the season, 3 home runs and 39 RBIs. In fact, in his first game back, with the Reds, he actually hit a home run. Very nice there for Brian. As Skeens is ready to face his former teammate. Here's the pitch. That is outside for ball 1. 18 years ago tonight, I saw Bonds hit .756. I could not tell you that last backsick of the Nationals. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be ground ball. That's going to get through for a base hit. Brian Hayes, in his first at-bat against the Pirates, gets a hit. That was left field, but he hits to right center. Yeah, no, that's pretty cool. I actually saw that clip earlier today for some reason. I don't know why it popped up on the social media, Instagram, but it was. All right, TJ Friedl going to be at the plate here, batting .275, OPS of .773, 10 homers and 37 RBIs. He is 0 for 1 on the day as Skeens delivers. That is going to be low for ball 1. One 0 count here to TJ Friedl. I know someone asked about him earlier. I don't know if they have him getting a hit or not. Skeens looks over at Hayes and delivers. That's going to be a ground ball up the middle. Gonzalez tags second, throws to first. Horwitz can't allay it, but he does indeed get the leading runner, Hayes. So there is 2 outs. A little bit of indecision there. Unsure if he should throw it to short or just take it himself. He ended up taking it himself. That'll bring up Matt McLean with 2 outs here in the top of the third, batting .225, OPS of .650, 11 home runs and 38 RBIs. Skeens sets and fires. That is in there for a called strike. How many strikeouts? I think it's 2, guys? Is it 2? Yeah, it's 2. 0-1 count. Skeens looks over at first. Skeens delivers. That is going to be low for ball 1. Count is 1-1 to Matt McLean. Skeens looks over. Sets. He's still set. Here is the 1-1. That is going to be right down the middle for a called strike. 99 on the gun. One man on. What is that? All right. 1 man on, 2 outs. Here is the 1-2. Chopper to third. IKF throws to first, and I think he beat it out. He did. An infield single by Matt McLean. Again, IKF doesn't really have the arm strength, and I've commented on that for the last few games that he's played third. All right, that'll bring up Ellie Dela Cruz here. He's batting .281, OPS of .834. He singled in the first inning. 19 homers and 73 RBIs. Again, runners on first and second here. 2 outs in the top of the third. The Pirates, of course, with the 3-0 lead. But this guy here has the potential to tie it up with one swing of the bat. Skeens, sets, and fires. Swing and a miss. Strike one. 88 out of the zone. Fold him with the changeup. 0-1 count. Skeens looks back at second and delivers. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 88 right at the knees. He loves scrappy, small dudes that do a bit of everything. McClain is one of those dudes. He is indeed. 0-2 count. Skeens fires. That is way outside for ball one. Again, Skeens kind of just getting mad at himself. Count is 1-2. Skeens sets. Looks back at second. Kicks and deals. That is just low for ball two. 89 mile per hour changeup. Big matchup here. Dela Cruz versus Skeens. MLB The Show cover athletes. Skeens rocks, Skeens sets, Skeens kicks and deals. Check the swing. Did he go? He got him. He struck him out. Dela Cruz looking over at the third base umpire. Now he's looking over at the screen. Now he slams his helmet down. We head to the bottom of the third. The Pirates leading 3-0 over the Reds. Skeens, that was his, again, third strikeout. Jason, I know you probably have a bet over him, over 8 or something like that, or 8. So we'll keep tabs on him for sure. Grab some pine. Well, for not too long, actually, he's going to be out in the field. But yes, I see what you were doing. I need to get more calls for sure, more strikeout calls. Once again, folks, if you like what you see, definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play content. It is free to do so. If you're like, well, I don't really have the money, Dr. Delay. I would. You're pretty good, but I just can't afford it. Hey, it's okay. I actually made it free, so it's $0, 0 cents. That's all you got. You press the button. There's going to be no bill sent to you, I promise. And what you get in return is play-by-play with me, Dr. Delay, baseball and football, of course. And if you're one of those guys that's like, you know what, that's not enough, I need college basketball. Oh, hey, great news. I actually will be doing that once football is over. So there you go. If that is the deal breaker for some reason, I'll be doing a little bit of that. As March Madness was pretty fun. I did a little bit of that. That's actually what I started off with, was doing that. So that was pretty fun. Anyway, but yeah, no, if you like baseball or football, this is a great channel for you. We got a lot on this channel for you. Due up for the Pirates in the bottom half of the third inning is going to be Brian Reynolds, O'Neal Cruz, and Andrew McCutcheon. Top 2 drinks of choice. I like soda, so probably, if you're talking about alcohol, believe it or not, I've actually never had a sip of alcohol, so I cannot, if you're like, well, drinks as in, beer or something like that. I've never had that. All right, Brian Reynolds is at the plate. That's going to be fouled back here, as he's staring at an 0-1 count. Reynolds, though, of course, homered in the first inning. Here's the 0-1. That is going to be inside for ball one. Reynolds batting .238, OPS of .678, 11 homers, 54 RBIs. Would love to see his OPS get back over 700. And it'd be nice to see him finish with a .750 OPS. I think that'd be really good. But Dr. Pepper for sure. I just don't know what the other one would be. Dr. Pepper. I love Dr. Pepper. 1-1 count. Here is the pitch. That is outside for ball two. You like baseball and football, but I really like tennis and Dr. Pepper. Yeah, Trisk, that's fair. Here's the 2-1. Checked his swing. Did he go? He did not. 3-1. Mojito and Pina Colada. Any drink in the world. Oh, man, that's a lot of pressure. Here's the 3-1. Checked his swing. Did he go? And he went. Oh, and Reynolds is halfway down to first. I'm going to be a kid here and say chocolate milk. And they're showing the replay there. He did not go. So that is a tough call. 3-2 count here for Reynolds. As again, the Pirates leading 3-0 in the bottom of the third. Singer kicks and deals. That is way outside for ball 4, so he walks anyway. All right, that'll bring up O'Neal Cruz. He walked earlier in this one in the first inning. You're an 80s kid? I'm a 90s kid, born in the mid-90s, in that awkward zone between millennial and Gen Z, born in 96. So that is me. Singer sets and delivers. That's going to be outside, ball 1. Again, Cruz walked earlier. His stats on the season, batting .208, OPS of .711, 18 homers and 48 RBIs. 1-0 count. Singer delivers. That's going to be hit hard and foul. 2 fire choice. I'm glad you agree. Yeah, Dr. Pepper chocolate milk. I mean, shoot, chocolate milk, you can't go wrong with, chocolate milk in a glass, specifically in a glass. You can have it, with any other cup or whatnot. 1-1 count. Here is the pitch. That's going to be hit, and that's going to get down for a base hit. The left fielder, Hayes, has it, throwing into the third baseman, Hayes. So that's going to hold up Reynolds at second. Cruz was 0 for 20. Before that there, he had been in a slump. I was a Toys R Us window shopper. Hey, you know what? I didn't get much as a kid myself, but you know what? I had good times. I know my parents weren't exactly the most wealthiest looking back, but hey, they made sure we were good. I got to play a lot of Sega Dreamcast, if you guys remember the Sega Dreamcast. All right, that'll bring up Andrew McCutchen, batting .249, OPS of .713, 11 homers and 39 RBIs. Singer looks back, kicks and deals. Checked his swing. That is inside for ball 1. That's right. Yeah, Brian Reynolds is from Maryland. Yeah. 2000s kid. I guess. I don't know. I don't know what I'd be called. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be chopped foul as McCutchen again staring at a 1-1 count. 1-1 count. Runners on first and second. Nobody out here in the bottom of the third. The Pirates, of course, again leading 3-0. All the runs scored in the first inning. Singer kicks and deals. That is inside for ball 2. Again, Singer's struggles continuing here. Walked, I think, 2 or 3 batters in the first inning. Not missing many bats. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Michael, thank you for stopping by. Evening East Coasters. Well, I'm a Central Time Zone guy myself, so I can't claim that. Former East Coast guy. Here's the 2-2. Big swing and a miss. He struck him out. Down goes McCutchen. And that'll bring up Jack Sawinski. He also walked in the first inning. He's batting again, .118, OPS of .511, 2 homers and 4 RBIs on the season. Of course, he only has 76 at-bats. As here's the pitch. That's going to be hit foul. Sporting equipment. Count numbers. Sporting equipment. What are you talking about? I got shin guards and cleats for soccer. 0-1 count. Singer sets and delivers. That is outside. So the count is even 1-1. Army Men was nice. Okay, I forgot about the Army Men. You're right. Army Men. Again, 1-1 count here to Jack Sawinski. Singer looking back at second. Kicks and deals. That's going to be hit to right. But that one is already settled under by the right fielder who makes the catch for out number 2. It sounded good off the bat, but unfortunately got more height than distance. All right, that'll bring up Jared Triolo. He's batting .176, OPS of .550, 3 homers and 13 RBIs on the season. 118. Yeah, no, Sawinski, he's been struggling this year. Now, he hasn't really played much, but I mean, there's a reason why he hasn't played much, because he's been struggling. As again, Trillo's 1 for 1 on the night. Singer sets. Kicks. Oh, no, he's going to look back. Reynolds to the bag. Baseballs, footballs, kickballs. I mean, I don't know, Trisk. I think we're... Anyway, thank you, Trisk, for that. Here is the pitch. That is going to be in there for a called strike. 0-1 count here to Triolo. Again, runners on first and second, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Pirates leading 3-0 for the moment. Singer looks back and fires. That's going to be hit to right. And on the run is the right fielder and first baseman. They're not able to make the catch, but it does land foul. Oh, man. So an 0-2 count again. Runners on first and second. Leadoff man on. No run scores. Oh, you're just foretelling the future. Yeah. All right, 0-2 as, again, we're just resuming. I guess there was a, asking for time. I'm not too sure, so I do apologize. Triolo stepping back in. Again, 0-2 count. Singer sets. Looks back at Reynolds. Kicks and fires. That's going to be hit to right center. And under it there is the right fielder who makes the catch for out number 3. Pirates have 2 base runners, but nothing doing there as we head to the top of the fourth. The Pirates, of course, still with the lead 3-0. Do you guys think Braves can steal the game tonight or no chance? I don't know. That's a great question. One thing you can say about Cincinnati, this guy, well read. They are well read. I don't know. Who's pitching? Let's look at that. For me, again, baseball, it's day to day. You don't know who's going to win. You really don't. So I kind of look at the pitchers. So Perez here with the 3 ERA. Carrasco, I'm assuming it's Carlos Carrasco. I mean, the Braves have a 2-0 advantage. I mean, they can win. I mean, looking at the pitchers, I would pick the Marlins, but I mean, they're up 2-0, so why not? I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say they will. If you're betting money on it, then I plead the 5th because I don't want to lose you money. Once again, folks, if you like what you see, definitely press that like button. Press that subscribe button for more play-by-play action, baseball and football on this channel. Of course, if you're a Pittsburgh fan, that is like a guarantee. You should definitely do that. Like, do it. Because, again, Pirates are the most featured team on this channel. I wonder why. And, of course, I'll be doing every Steelers game in the regular season. But, again, I'll be also doing other games for the NFL. I'll be doing at least 2 games every Sunday, and you guys will be able to vote for it. So you could probably get your Bengals games in there if, they have some afternoon windows and stuff like that. Of course, Bengals, Steelers. So at least 2 games for sure. But, again, you guys will be voting on other games. So, the other game that I'll do that day. So if you like the sound of that, definitely subscribe for more play-by-play. Makes sense. This guy. All right, that'll bring up Austin Hayes. He's 0 for 1, Skeens, kicks, and deals. That is going to be outside for ball 1. 1-0 count. Yeet. Yeah, that's an old word. 1-0 count, Skeens. Delivers the 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Count is 1-1 to Austin Hayes. As the Reds, again, trying to stay in the wild card picture. I mean, they're only 3 games back. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be a chopper foul. I don't know what happened there. Just looking back again at the wild card picture, I can go ahead and show you guys. Well, that's not what I want to show you. That is not what I want to show you. That is what I want to show you. Again, the Reds, only 3 games back of the Mets. So very much in it. And the Mets, of course, have lost 4 in a row, so the Reds are saying thank you very much. 1-2 count here to Austin Hayes. Skeens, kicks, and deals. That's inside for ball 2. 85-mile-per-hour sweeper. 2-2 count. Skeens, sets, kicks, and deals. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Down goes Hayes. And that'll bring up Gavin Lux. That is, by the way, his 4th strikeout of the game. Let's talk trade. You are a Pirates GM in the you're the O's. I'm looking for Jared Jones. What would you like in return? I don't know. I mean, I have a lot of faith in Jared Jones. I really wouldn't trade him. Here's the pitch. That is outside for ball 1. We need bats, so I don't really know if we were to trade players, we would need like some, major league ready bats that you have. So I don't know what you guys would have, but we need hitters. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be hit foul. Again, I'm, when it comes to like other teams and what they have, I don't really know too much, but, if you have anybody that would be AAA, they're about to be ready. That's about what we're looking at. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit foul. Lux again is 0 for 1 on the night. I can't remember if I said his stats already. That's my bad. But I'll just say it again if I did. Batting .267, OPS of .718, 4 homers, and 42 RBIs. What position you need an upgrade the most? Every single position that you have. I mean, we don't really have anybody that's solidified. That's going to be hit to right. Reynolds on the run. That is going to be off the wall and right. Reynolds has it. Throws to second, and Lux is safe. That was a really good throw by Reynolds, but Lux with the 1-out double. Landing high off the wall, the Clemente wall. It wasn't the Clemente wall for like a few days there. That was a thing. Yeah, I was actually thinking about that earlier. Like the Pirates they have some young players, but like no one that is like solidified. I mean, Nick Gonzalez, I would say probably has solidified himself. But even then, his bat is there's still a lot left to be desired. Here's Steer. That's going to be low for ball 1. Here is Steer. I didn't even try to do that. Steer's batting .236, OPS of .688, 13 homers and 50 RBIs on the season. He's 0 for 1 on the day, 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. That is going to be in there for a called strike on the outside corner. Yeah, I'm kind of exposing myself for kind of a casual. I'm in between a casual and a diehard. Like, obviously I'm watching every game. It's probably the most baseball I've ever watched in my lifetime doing this. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be hit foul, like most baseball in a given year. But do I live it and breathe it? Not really, no. Football, on the other hand, I do. But it's been very fun. It would be very fun, more enjoyable if the Pirates were, of course, winning more often. Here's the 1-2. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. He struck him out. That is his 5th strikeout of the game. So Jacob's got to like the sound of that. And that'll bring up Noelvi. I think it's Noelvi. I think I had it earlier. Batting Noelvi Marte, batting .270, OPS of .781, 7 homers and 28 RBIs as Skeens sets. Skeens looks back at Lux at second, and he's going to step off. Do you like NBA? I do not really. I used to like the NBA, but now it's kind of... I don't really like it anymore. Sorry. Skeens delivers. That is going to be way outside for ball 1. Yeah, I don't know. Just NBA is just like 3-point shots and dunks now. I mean, college basketball, that was fun because, I don't know. It just... The intensity, I don't know. It was just much more enjoyable. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit, and that is going to go foul. 3-2 top of the second. Wow. Thank you for the update, Gopher. Yeah, not really, of course, many games happening tonight. 1-1 count. Skeens sets. Skeens looks back at Lux and delivers. That's going to be in there for a called strike sweeper right down the middle. Started off at the batter and, of course, just working its way back inside. It was just very nice. Again, Lux on at second. 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. The Pirates still lead 3-0. Reds, though, with a runner on scoring position. Skeens delivers. That's going to be low for ball 2. One off for Dylan Beavers, 23-year-old left-hander. Left hit, I'm assuming hitter. I mean, why not, I guess. I don't... Yeah, left. I saw the outfield. I don't know. I mean, probably, I guess. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be outside ball 3. I'd have to look at his stats. Too often the Pirates trade for a prospect and you look at his stats and he's batting like, or his OPS is like 680 in a double A. I'm like, oh, wow. Yeah, that guy's going to be up in the majors anytime now. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be chopped off the foot of Davis. And looks like we'll do this again. I'm just kind of over the Pirates trading for the future, and then the prospects they get back are just never really good. 3-2 count. Again, runner on second. 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. Marte at the plate. Lux at second. Skeens rocks. Skeens sets. Skeens looks back at second. Skeens delivers, and that's going to be fouled back as we'll do this again at 3-2. 5-2 now. Wow. Got to credit Marte. He is fighting him off. Count is full. Here's the pitch. That's going to be popped up. Davis running back, but that one will become a souvenir. So again, this Marte is just working this count here. Working this pitch count. Skeens at 63 pitches, so not too bad. He'll probably go 6 as Skeens sets on the 3-2. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Very nice there. I believe that is his 6th strikeout. Yes, his 6th strikeout of the game. As we head to the bottom of the 4th inning, the Pirates still lead 3-0. He said, folks, done deal. Yep, all right. That's happening for sure. Sorry, I got to see what's going on here. Again, if you like what you see, folks, definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play content. Of course, been doing a lot of Pirates games, but, I do bounce around Major League Baseball, but I think as we approach the end, again, it'll pretty much just be Pirates and, teams that are in contention, pretty much. So that's pretty much the philosophy. Of course, again, if you're a football fan, do not hesitate to definitely subscribe. We'll be doing a lot of football. In fact, we're doing one later tonight. So I'm staying up till midnight my time to cover the Raiders and Seahawks. Just to, again, trying to get the feel for things and try to get back into football action. I did the Hall of Fame game. That was pretty successful. So, hopefully that sounds good to you guys. Again, you don't have to stay up that late, but, I'm just saying for the future, I'll be doing a lot of football. And again, a lot of football streams pretty much nearly every day. Kyle Stowers. Stowers is really good. Stowers is actually very good. Represented the Marlins in the All-Star game. He definitely did a hurting on the Pirates whenever we played him. We're still in commercial break, but I feel like we're working our way back. I don't know what's going on. I might have to switch to the Reds broadcast because the Pirates, I don't trust them anymore. I just don't. What do you guys think? I'm switching to the Reds. Can't believe baseball playoffs are about 8 weeks away. I know, right? Yes, of course, the Giants. They are still, of course, in the playoff hunt, so we'll be doing some Giants, of course. All right, Henry Davis will be up to the plate. He's batting 163, OPS of 512, 4 homers, and 13 RBIs. Here is the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. I did switch over to the Reds broadcast for this half inning. We'll see if this is any better. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low for ball 1. 1-1 count to Henry Davis, a former, of course, number 1 overall pick. Here's the pitch. That's going to be fouled back. Strike 2. Giants are fun. I love their ballpark. Second best ballpark in the major leagues for sure. Well, I mean, just in general, because AAA and AA don't have nicer ballparks. But you know what I'm saying. Pirates and then Giants. As Singer will step back on the mound. I'm sure, I guess he was grabbing some rosin. 1-2 count. Here is the pitch. That's going to be hit once again foul. So we'll do this again. Again, the Pirates up 3-0, as you can probably see on the scoreboard. I promise I'm not repeating that just to, stab it into the Red side. No, I promise. It's just filling in the dead air. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be outside ball 2. Of course, the Reds were up 3-0. I would be saying the same thing. Maybe a little less often. I'm not going to lie. But I would say it. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to left, and that one is foul. That one was just a line drive, but just sliced foul. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Ground ball up the middle. That's going to get through for a base hit. Henry Davis gets on here to lead off the bottom of the 4th. All right, that'll bring up Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Batting .269, OPS of 640, 1 home run, and 30 RBIs on the season. Runner on first, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. He is 0 for 1 on the night. Singer delivers. Breaking ball inside for ball 1. Giants have the best style stadium. Seattle's best colors. And Seattle's a nice stadium. I don't know if I would put them above these two, though. I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be a ground ball to short. Throws to first. Gets him by a step for out number 1. The runner was going, so a very good, well-timed hit and run there, as that was probably going to be a double play with, of course, Ellie De La Cruz. That'll bring up Spencer Horwitz. He's batting .260, OPS of 717, 5 homers, and 31 RBIs. Henry Davis, not the best number 1 overall ever so far. Do you think he'll figure it out? I hope so. I just don't know if it'll be with Pittsburgh. That's my fear. He'll probably figure it out away, as that's going to be away as well for ball 1. 1-0 count. Singer sets. Looks back at second. Kicks and deals. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Though the Reds broadcast a signal that it's 2-0, so I don't know. Maybe I was wrong, but it was in the strike zone. Nope, they're fixing it. 1-1. Singer looks back and fires. That is upstairs for ball 2. You believe in a comeback, do you? If I believed in it, I would have to turn in my colors. But, I mean, it's very doable, though. Again, the Pirates, 2-1. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit foul. I mean, to say that the Reds cannot come back on the Pirates would be a lie. I mean, the Pirates have blown leads like nobody else. Count is 2-2. Singer sets. Kicks and deals. That's going to be chopped off his own foot, as we'll do this again. There he is. What happened? Or you're talking about, okay, you're talking about Davis. I got you. 2-2 count here, as it looks like Spencer Horwitz is going to ask for time. He had a bunch of issues with OBS. That's tough. That is tough. I've been there. I've done that, though. It's rough sometimes. As Singer looks back at second, kicks and deals. That's going to be chopped foul, so we'll do this again. at 2-2. James believes in a comeback. Again, I think it's very realistic. I would really hate for that to happen. But again, you probably get to see me weep and cope if that were to happen, as Singer sets, looks back at second, kicks, and deals. That's going to be a ground ball up the middle. That's going to get through for a base hit. And Davis is rounding third, heading for home. He is going to score with no throw. The Pirates are up 4-0. All right, that'll bring up Nick Gonzalez. He's batting .277, OPS of .731, 5 homers, and 19 RBIs on the season. Gonzalez is 0 for 2. Ravens 88-yard return. Oh, wow, nice. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a ground ball to third. There's one. And not in time, as they are indeed going to get one out. But Gonzalez, showing off the speed, is able to run it out. That'll bring up Brian Reynolds. He's 1 for 1. Of course, he homered and had a walk. How's the Pirates bullpen? They are so inconsistent. They could be really good. And then they could be literally just throw up a bunch of 10-year-olds and say, here you go. There's a home run. Oh, there's a home run. Oh, there's a home run. Just never know. On any given night, Gopher, you just never know. It's a wild card. Take a guess, Here is the pitch. That's going to be right down the middle for a called strike. 4-run leads. Yeah, no, Pirates, they love blowing leads. 0-1 count. Singer kicks and deals. That's going to be chopped foul. Again, thank you, Steve, for stopping by. I've been seeing you a lot lately. Again, I do appreciate you, man. I really do. Horace from Toronto. Yeah, I can't remember what we gave up. Oh, and 2, and looks like Reynolds is going to ask for time. The Reds the Reds have a nice offense. The NL Central, pretty much everybody except for the Pirates, I would say the offense is pretty good. Cardinals, But yeah, like the top 2 teams, especially the Reds, are right there. The NL Central has some offenses. That's going to be low for ball 1. 1-2 count here for Brian Reynolds. Well, again, 1 for 1, had a solo shot in the first inning. Of course, he walked. As Singer sets. Singer kicks and deals. That's going to be hit to right center, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Friedel has it. Gonzalez is running to third, and Reynolds. Pretty good night for him. Hopefully, again, that signals that he is turning things around and getting back to what he was. It'd be nice to see that. Paul Skeets is still pitching. Ghetto Batman, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the question. Great name, by the way. Ghetto Batman. O'Neal Cruz is going to be coming to the plate. He's batting .210, OPS of .714, 18 homers, and 48 RBIs. That is Terry Francona, and I have to imagine that's going to do it for Singer. Singer, 86 pitches, and just was not a performance he was expecting. So we'll head to the pen. They will head to the pen. I, of course, will stay right here, and I'll see if maybe the Pirates broadcast is getting back in shape here. I'll find out later. But again, 4-0 is your score. We do have a pitching change, so bear with me, folks. Again, if you like what you see, definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play action. Do a lot of Pirates games. Of course, I'll be doing every Steelers game, but again, don't let that scare you. Don't let all this Pittsburgh merchandise scare the Reds and the Bengals or, any other fan base in here. I'll be doing plenty of other games as far as in baseball and, of course, football. You guys will be voting on what I call when it comes to the NFL season. So, again, I'll be doing every Steelers game, but that other window will be voted on by the subscribers. So if that sounds good to you, press that like button. And, of course, press that subscribe button. Again, thank you guys for even clicking on this video. That helps me out so much. You have no idea. Again, thank you. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Got some big money on the Pirates to win. Wow. Skeens pitches 6 or 7 innings. Yeah, he might go 6. He's at 60 already. I don't know. Skeens can just randomly have like a 20 or 25 pitch inning sometimes. It depends. It happens. Scroll down the website that your screen sharing OBS when you're active. I don't recall Ultimate Sports. I'm sorry. You'll be here till Tron 2 releases in theory. Okay, well, have fun at the movies. I have yet to see Superman. I wanted to see that. That's really the only movie, though, that actually... Like, I'm a DC fan, so that's really why. But all right, a new pitcher for the Reds as... let's see here. This is going to be Sam Moll. He's 1-0 on the season, 7.36 ERA, whip of a 1.55. As Moll sets... Looks over at first and deals. That is going to be outside for ball 1. Count is 1-0 again. Runners on the corners for the Pirates here in the bottom of the 4th. 2 outs. As Mole sets, looks over at first. Looks over again. Kicks and deals. That's going to be outside for ball 2. 2-0 count. That's right, Orioles. Yes, that's right. Yeah, Luis Ortiz got 2-0 count. Here is the pitch. That's in there for a called strike. 81 mile per hour off-speed pitch. Again, Cruz is 1 for 1 with the walk today. Pirates have looked pretty good at the plate. Of course, Singer helped out the Pirates a lot as Mole sets. Mole looks over at first. Mole kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Hikari is cooked. I mean, it's not over yet, trust me. Hikari, I'm just going to say this right now, I'm not even kidding. You could spot the Pirates. I think, I don't know if it was Steve earlier that said that you can spot the Pirates 9 runs. And yet it doesn't matter. The Pirates will find a way to lose. 2-2 count. Mole sets. Mole fires. That's going to be poked to center. On the run is Friedel, who makes the catch for out number 3. All right, well, the Pirates do score 1 as we head to the top of the 5th. The Pirates lead 4-0. Again, the Pirates had a 9-0 lead against the Rockies. This was last Friday. That was actually, I just happened again, just pick a game, and I got lucky. I usually pick pretty good ones. Sometimes it's not that great, but I got to call that Pirates meltdown in Denver. You got Kiner for 2 home runs. There's no way you have Kiner. Are you talking about Kiner Falefa? Or are you talking about someone else? Pirates give me Yankees vibes. Really? Yeah, okay. I don't think that'll happen. Again, folks, if you like what you see, definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play content. This is what I do on this channel. I do play-by-play, so hopefully that sounds good to you. Again, you guys will have a lot of say in what I do for football season. And again, I'll be doing one, actually a preseason game later tonight after this one. Maybe I get a little break. Maybe I don't. I don't know. Maybe I'll call the end of the Colts-Ravens. I have no idea. It depends if that's a good game, which, again, even if it's a good game, it's preseason, so, I haven't really been able to check out the poll. What do you guys have? 58 votes in. Wow. Again, thank you guys for showing out tonight, or just showing up. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you guys. As Reds, 53% of you guys think the Reds are going to win. Of course, that number might be a little bit... I guess, right now, maybe it was worse earlier, but the Pirates are indeed up 4-0. Do it for the Reds whenever we do return to action in Pittsburgh. Trevino, Hayes, and Friedel. I'll go ahead and click on Jose Trevino. Now, so we are indeed returning to Pittsburgh, actually, here in the top of the 5th where the Pirates lead 4-0. Trevino batting .258, OPS of .710, 4 homers, and 15 RBI. Skeens on the mound. Skeens kicks and deals. That is in there for a called strike. You're back to coping again? And yes, the Pirates did lose last time. That is a very good observation. That's going to be in there for a call strike. Again, Skeens has a losing record. on the season. 0-2 count. 7-6. I can easily see that. 0-2 count. Yeah, Kiner Falefa does not hit home runs, but I am pulling for you, Steve. 0-2 count as Skeens fixes the pitch com. Skeens kicks and fires. That's going to be poked back for a foul ball. Osman Rosales de Venezuela para el mundo. Venezuela for the world, I think, huh? Well, thank you for stopping by and from Venezuela. Appreciate you, Osman. 0-2. Here is the pitch. That is going to be in the dirt for ball one. People on the under. Oof. Been fun hanging with you. Yeah, no, appreciate you, man. Thank you, Orioles. Have a good one. Appreciate you for stopping by. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be yanked to left, and that one is foul. Count is 1-2 again here to Jose Trevino. 0 for 1 on the night. As Skeens kicks and deals. That's going to be low for ball two. Colorado was crazy, Gopher. It was that was fun. That was indeed fun. Unfortunate, but fun. 2-2. Here is the pitch. Chopper up the middle. Triolo has it. Throws to first for out number 1. Trevino, not really the fastest guy in the world. All right, that'll bring up Cabrian Hayes. He's 1 for 1 on the night. 1 for 1 against Paul Skeens. For the season, he's batting .237, OPS of .573, 3 homers, and 39 RBIs. Again, getting a nice standing ovation. Wearing number 3 for the Reds. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a ground ball to third. IKF has it. Throws to first for out number 2. All right, very quickly, 2 away here in the top of the 5th. That'll bring up the Pennsylvania native T.J. Friedel. He's batting .274, OPS of .771, 10 homers, and 37 RBIs on the season. Skeens kicks and deals. That is going to be in there for a called strike. Count is 0-1 again. Friedel 0 for 2 on the night, a strikeout and a fielder's choice. Skeens sets and fires. That's going to be hit foul. 0-2 counts to the 0-2 man. Nobody on here in the top of the 5th. 2 outs. Pirates, of course, with the lead. 4-0 as Friedel is going to ask for time. Colorado is the land of the running back. Entire lineups with loaded batter props. Running back. I'm trying to think what that means. Steve, I'm sorry. It went over. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be popped up and foul. So we'll do this again. Friedel taking back in again. 0-2 count here as Skeens sets, kicks, and fires. That is just inside for ball 1. 98 on the fastball. 1-2 count. Not football. Okay. That's what I thought of. Running back. Skeens kicks and delivers. That's going to be outside for ball 2. Trying to get him to chase here, but Friedel working it back from 0-2 to 2-2. As Friedel steps back in, Skeens kicks and deals. That is outside for ball 3. 0-2 to 3-2. Friedel trying to do something here with 2 outs. From Sewickley, Pennsylvania. Skeens fires the 3-2. That's going to be hit, and that's going to get down for a base hit down the right field line. Reynolds running to it, throwing it in. Friedel is in there with a 2-out double. All right, that'll bring up Matt McLean. Matt McLean is batting .227, OPS of .654, 11 homers and 38 RBIs. 6-0 game one in the first. No outs yet. Yeah, I know. I'm telling you, it was brutal what had happened to the Pirates in Colorado. Here's the pitch. That is way upstairs and inside for ball one. Oh, running back. Oh, Steve, I got you. Ron Slater. Yeah, no, I saw that. Here's the pitch. That is going to be in there for a called strike. I thought Slater was the offensive tackle for the Chargers. But maybe we saw different news. I don't know. 1-1 count. Skeens sets. Skeens delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike two. That one was way outside. McLean was way late as well. 1-2 count. Again, runner on second, 2 outs here in the top of the fifth. The Reds with a runner in scoring position. But a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Skeens, that is his 7th strikeout, I believe. As we will head to the bottom of the 5th inning. The Pirates, of course, still with the lead 4-0. Man, again, once again, folks, if you like what you see, definitely press that like button and press that subscribe button. That all helps out the channel a lot. All I do here is play-by-play, so if you like what you hear, definitely do that. Again, plenty of Pirates on this channel, but of course, again, as we get closer to the conclusion of this MLB season, I'll be working in more games and more teams that are in the wild card picture. Really more of the NL, because for some reason I've done a lot more of the NL this year than the AL, so I mean, that, again, I'm not just saying that. That is actually true. You can look at the videos and be like, why in the world have you just done NL? I don't know. It's just the way it's worked out. But yeah, if that sounds good to you, definitely like and subscribe. Of course, again, plenty of football coming up on this channel. I'll be doing a lot of it, and it'll be all football pretty much once baseball has concluded. So definitely press that like and subscribe button for more baseball, or for more baseball and football. Again, you guys will be voting on the games that I'll be doing. So hopefully that sounds good to you. 12 more outs. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Again, no lead is safe. I could see the Reds, by the end of the 6th inning, let's just say Skeens has a little bit of trouble. They take him out. Next guy comes in. Oh, yeah, it's already 6-4. I could see it. That's just the way it is. Due up for the Pirates will be Andrew McCutchen, Jack Sawinski, and Jared Triolo. McCutchen is 0 for 1 with walk. Of course, we're still on commercial break. I thought we would be coming back. There we are. We are coming back. I can kind of get a feel for some of the commercials sometimes. As, again, we're returning to Pittsburgh, where the Pirates, of course, lead 4-0 over the Reds. Leaving Skeens for 7. I mean, honestly, I thought he wouldn't see the 7th, but, I mean, he's had some pretty quick innings here. Here is the pitch from Mole. That is a big swing and a miss. Strike 1. 0-1 count to McCutchen, as Mole, again, is still in the game. Mole delivers. That is going to be outside for ball 1. Gopher doesn't think so. Huck Finn, hope so. I don't know. It's going to be close. He needs a good 6th inning. 1-1. Here is the pitch. That's going to be way inside for ball 2. Count is 2-1 to Andrew McCutchen. None of these pitches have been in the strike zone. Here's the pitch. That is going to be inside, but that's called a strike, as it's 2-2. They are indeed doing an interview, so I do apologize. It does take me out a little bit of the game, but I'll do my best. Two and two count, I'm assuming. I don't know what's happening on the field. There we go. Mole sets. Mole kicks and deals. That is way outside for ball 3. So 3-2 count to McCutchen. As Mole sets and fires. McCutchen hits this to left, and that one is getting out of play. Man, I really hate when they do this. It's so dumb when they just show everything else, and then at the last second they show the pitch. I'm like, well, I don't know how to call that. 3-2 count to McCutchen. Mole sets. Mole deals. That is going to be outside for ball 4. McCutchen will draw the walk. The leadoff walk, in fact. Here in the bottom of the 5th. That's going to bring up Jack Sawinski. He's 0 for 1 with a walk as well. He's batting .117, OPS of .505, 2 homers, and 4 RBIs. As Mole looks over at first and delivers. That's going to be hit, and that is in foul territory, but Hayes is under it and makes the catch for out number 1. So 1 pitch, 1 out. That'll bring up Jared Triolo, who is, let's see, Triolo is 1 for 2. And there's a mound visit happening, by the way. He's batting .172, OPS of .546, 3 homers and 13 RBIs, and it looks like that's going to do it for Mole, so Mole will indeed exit. Let's see, let's look at his statistics as Mole finished with 2/3 inning pitched and a walk. Pretty good outing for him. So a new pitcher for the Reds. Again, we'll be right here. They are in a pitching change, so bear with me. Again, the Pirates leading 4-0. The doctors didn't like it. Yeah, no, for sure. I was a fan of it myself, but I know I'm not an actual doctor. All right, the new pitcher for the Reds, whenever, of course, we do return to action, is going to be Luis May. Luis May. 3.71 ERA, whip of a 1.41. Seven, 8 innings. I know, right? Yeah, I missed that. I don't know why in the world they just don't leave them in until they are actually. You can see the difference on the field. Like, oh, they're starting to allow more hits, or oh, his velocity is really dipping. But I don't know. Even if his velocity is dipping, but he's still getting outs, then you leave him in. But I'm not a manager, so again, we're in a pitching change. The Pirates, of course, leading 4-0. They do have a runner on first. I know what that says down there, but that is false. That is misinformation. I don't know why that scoreboard has the runner on second. Once again, folks, if you like what you see, definitely press that like button and definitely hit that subscribe button for more play-by-play action. That's what I do on this channel. It's play-by-play, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So, again, if you like play-by-play, if you're at work, you need to listen to the game but don't have access to it, that's where I come in. That's pretty much what I do. Same thing with football, or, you're doing chores around the house, whatever. Just want to listen to something while you wind down. Hey, I am here. As May is on the mound, Triolo at the plate. We are ready to resume this one. Look at them Pirates. I know, right? For now, as May delivers, that's going to be outside for ball 1. Again, Triolo is 1 for 2. Again, runner on first, 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Is Skeens the Cy Young favorite? That's what I think, Gopher. I believe so. I don't think win-loss should play any factor in that at all. I think he should be. There is the pitcher from Philadelphia that's pretty good. I can't remember his name. His name escapes me. But I would still pick Skeens. No bias. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be low for ball 2. Sandy Koufax almost always. Most of the pitchers did back then. 2-0 count. May sets. May deals. That's in there for a called strike. 100 miles per hour in at the knees. That's pretty tough to It's not Wheeler. I can't. He's Hispanic. I couldn't tell you the name. The name escapes me. 2-1 counts. May delivers. Checked his swing. Did he go? And he did. So that's strike 2. 2-2 counts. Sanchez. That is it. Yes, I'm pretty sure it's Sanchez. It's looking really good. 2-2 counts. May sets. May delivers. Chopper foul. Can relief pitchers receive it? I mean, they could. They'd have to be really good. I can probably look it up. Give me a sec, guys. They're not even showing the game right now. So, I mean, I don't. So annoying. The Pirates broadcast might be the worst. 2-2. Here's the pitch. Ground ball. That's going to get through for a base hit. The diving Ellie De La Cruz couldn't make the catch. So Triolo is now 2 for 3. I'll get back to it, folks. I promise. All right, that's going to bring up Henry Davis with runners on first and second with 1 out. Batting 168, OPS of 524, homers and 13 RBIs. Let's see. It was just there the other day. Like ERA was really good. What was it? Why can't I find him? No, it's not Luzardo. That's going to be in there for a called strike. I promise. I'm going back to the game. Yeah, Christopher Sanchez. Yes, that is the guy. Really good stats. You can look up his stats. 0-1 count. May looks back at second. He kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Yeah, they need 160. Yep, they need an ending a game. 0-2 counts. May looks back at second. Sets and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. All right, and that'll bring up Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. He's batting 269, OPS of 638. 1 home run and 30 RBIs on the season. As May delivers, that is in there for a called strike. 0-1 count again. Runners on first and second. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Pirates, of course, up 4-0 as May looks back at second and fires. That's going to be poked to right. On the run is the right fielder. Can't make the catch. Throwing home. And McCutchen is out at the plate. Oh, what a throw. I believe that was Marte. McCutchen just not as fast as he was in his prime. Did his left hand get in? Oh, that was close, but I don't think he's going to get the call. I think he is out. So a nice play by Marte ends the inning as the score will stay at 4-0. Pirates, of course, over the Reds as we head to the top of the 6th. All right, we'll check over some scores. I don't really think there's much happening. Let's see. The Mariners defeated the White Sox 4-3 in extras, and the A's defeated the Nationals 6-0. And in the other game going on currently, the Marlins lead the Brewers 5-2. So I guess someone asked about the Braves and Marlins earlier. I guess not. The Marlins up 5-2. The Marlins. Talk about the Marlins. Talk about a team that's kind of like, wow, how in the world are they still in it? I mean, they're winning. Don't know how, but they are. They are looking not too bad. Not too bad as of late. Again, folks, if you like what you see, press that like button and hit that subscribe button for more play-by-play action, baseball and football on this channel. Even if you're not a fan of either of these teams. I mean, shoot, if you just like sports in general, this is a good channel for you. And again, when it comes to football, you'll be voting on games every single week for both college and NFL. So hopefully that sounds good to you to press that subscribe button. Again, you'll be voting every single week. Are they keeping Skeens? They should be keeping Skeens in for the 6th inning, yeah. Skeens right now, 5 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts, 6 hits allowed, no walks. ERA on the season now just below 2, so that's good. Always like to see that. Due up for the Reds will be De La Cruz, Hayes, not Cabrian Hayes, Austin Hayes, and Lux. Apparently they are live. So I do apologize. I might be pitch or two behind. That's why I don't shore the game cast. Plus, it's also nice to see how the players are doing on the season. Dela Cruz coming to the plate, batting .280, OPS of 832, 19 homers and 73 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That is outside. Shocker for ball one. 1-0 count to Dela Cruz. Dela Cruz is 1 for 2 on the night. Skeens, kicks, and deals. That is going to be in there for a called strike. Dela Cruz doesn't like the call, but that one did catch the inside part of the plate. 1-1 count. Skeens sets and fires. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Blowing it right past him. 97 on the gun. 1-2, and Dela Cruz is going to ask for time. And we're just starting the top of the sixth here. Nobody on here, nobody out. 1-2 count for Ellie Dela Cruz. Battle of MLB 25 cover athletes. Here is the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That is number 8. I believe Jacob C. is going to be pretty happy about that one. So there you go. And that'll bring up again Austin Hayes. He's 0 for 2 on the day. It's batting .262, OPS of 781, 10 homers, and 44 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. And they are showing the angle here. And that angle, it actually looks like McCutchen did touch home plate first and prior to the tag. So that's interesting. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be hit to left. Sawinski's under it and makes the catch for out number 2. All right, that'll bring up Gavin Lux. He's 1 for 2 on the night. Batting .269, OPS of 725, 4 homers and 42 RBIs. Again, Skeens is at 89 pitches. That is what you're looking for. Skeens kicks and deals. That's going to be hit right up the middle. That's going to get through for a base hit. Again, I don't know if you needed 8 or 9 there, Ghetto, but if you did need 8, congratulations. I know it's always a good feeling. All right, that'll bring up the first baseman, Spencer Steer. He's batting .235, OPS of 686, 13 homers, and 50 RBIs on the season. Seven hits for the Reds tonight, but no runs. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a called strike at the knees. 98 miles per hour on the gun. 0-1 count. Skeens looks over at first. Rocks, sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be hit to right, and that one is going to get out of play. Yankees girl stopping by. Come on, Reds. Yankees girl pulling for the Reds. Whether it's money or just hatred for the Pirates, hey, it is what it is. As Skeens looks over. Skeens sets and fires. That's going to be hit to right, and that is going to go foul. Maybe Yankees girl wants the Pirates to lose so bad. Again, they'll look to trade Skeens in the offseason, which I don't think would happen by any means. But, hey, I mean, if Skeens keeps losing, even though he's pitching great, he's going to be like, you know what, I want out. I'm tired of this. 0-2, Skeens delivers. That is upstairs for ball one. 1-2 count, 2 outs here in the top of the sixth. 1 man on. And it looks like the Reds will have another pitcher in the bullpen as Skeens sets. Skeens delivers. That's going to be hard hit and hard foul. And it looks like the Oscar Marine just called somebody in the bullpen, and yeah, that is probably going to be nearing the end here for Skeens as he sets on the 1-2. Skeens delivers. Just low for ball 2. Oof. 2-2 count. Skeens looks over at first. Skeens rocks. Skeens sets. Skeens kicks in, deals. That's going to be poked to center. Cruz is jogging on over it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 6 scoreless for Paul Skeens, and that might have done it here, as he's getting a loud standing ovation as we head to the bottom of the 6th. The Pirates lead 4-0. Of course, Pittsburgh fans very appreciative of Paul Skeens. If only we could build a team. He got 8 Ks. The line was 7.5. I sprinkled some of the tasty pants. Nice. Reds. Oh. The cheaters. The Pirates are cheaters. I didn't know we were cheaters. The Pirates are, I mean, they're crooks, they're thieves. I mean, I'm cheating, though. I don't know. If they are cheating, then they're not doing a good job. Unless you're talking about, like, the Yankees. I don't know if the Yankees, who do the Yankees play? I mean, if you're talking about the Yankees play the Astros. Okay, that's probably what I was thinking. Maybe you're talking about the Astros. Okay, I gotcha. Oh, hey, thank you again for stopping by. He did it for me. Thank you, Skeens. Pittsburgh has an ace. Well, they do, though, Raphael. I do appreciate the comment, of course. I mean, whether he hit it or not, they do have an ace. I'm just saying. But, yeah, no. He's an ace regardless if he hits the 8 strikeouts or not. But, yeah, no. He is awesome. I just hope I hope we're able to make him happy and build a team around him in the future. Really, it's just hitting. I mean, we just need hitting. Yeah, the Astros. Yeah. Let's go, Skeens. I hope they let him pitch one more. At least let him start the 7th. I mean, personally, I would do that, Huck Finn. I would do it, but I just know they're not going to do it. All right, we do have a pitching change. We still, of course, are on commercial break, but I'll go ahead and let you know who's pitching for the Reds, and that is going to be Brent Suter. Brent Suter, 3.38 ERA, 1-2 record. We are returning to action here in Pittsburgh, 1.09 ERA. And Spencer Horwitz is going to be coming to the plate. He is 1 for 3 on the day. As Suter sets. Lefty on lefty. Here's the pitch. That is going to be in there for a called strike. Looks like they are indeed taking Skeens out. So Skeens is high-fiving and hugging everybody. So, yeah, Skeens is done. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low for ball 1. Again, he's pitching fast. The bullpen makes me nervous. This is where it can break open for the Reds. Here's the pitch. That is way inside, ball 2. Grab some snacks for the remainder of the game. Awesome, man. Awesome. Glad to hear it. 2-1. Suter kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 80-mile-per-hour breaking ball just below the zone. Horwitz could not lay off as he's going to ask for time. Horwitz, again, he's 1 for 3 on the day. As Suter delivers. That's going to be hit to left. On the run is the left fielder, and he leaps but is unable to make the catch as that landed foul. Good effort there by Austin Hayes. And the Pirates, growing up, is giving it to Red's child. And I'm just saying, if I were to get a ball and a kid were to ask me for the ball, I'm going to be like, well, you know what? I was never handed a ball as a child. And looks like that's happening to you today, kid. That's all. I'm just being honest. I wouldn't say that, though. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be low for ball 3, walking off like he thought he struck him out. But, in fact, that was just a little low. I'm just saying, I never got a ball handed to me at a baseball game. I've been to plenty of minor league games. Here's the 3-2. That is outside for ball 4. Suter thought he got the strikeout there. But, again, the locations aren't exactly lining up here with the strike zone. As that's going to bring up Nick Gonzalez. Now you're rooting for the Reds. Leibsky. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't like bad managing either, to be honest. Gonzalez batting .275, OPS 727. Here's the pitch. That is low for ball one. 5 homers and 19 RBIs. Good argument. Hey, I'm just saying. It would have been nice to get one as a kid, but you know what? I didn't earn it. So, here's the 1-0. That's going to be a chopper, and that is going foul. 1-1 count. 1-1 counts, one man on here in the bottom of the 6th. Nobody out. Pirates, of course, with the 4-0 lead. Here is the pitch. Swing and a miss. A strike 2. 80-mile-per-hour changeup. You would totally give it up. My dogs would destroy the baseball. I would keep it out of sight, but I got you, though. 1-2 count. Suter kicks and deals. That's going to be hit to left. And Hayes is not able to get there in time as that's going to drop in front of him for a base hit. So runners on first and second for the Pirates with nobody out in the bottom of the 6th. That'll bring up Brian Reynolds. Of course, he did have a home run in the first inning. He is seeing the baseball well today. I believe he's 2 for 2 with the walk, batting .240, OPS of 683, 11 homers on the season, and 54 RBIs. Hikari is saying, GG's, here's the pitch. That is going to be inside for ball 1. I don't think it's over yet. Again, we have yet to see the Reds at the plate without Paul Skeens on the mound. I mean, I think that is a very, very big piece of information. Here's the 1-0. That is going to be a check swing. That's way outside. He went. So it's 1-1. 1-1 count. Suter sets. Looks over at second and delivers. That's going to be a foul ball there off somebody's foot. I couldn't tell you who. Again, Reynolds, he'd like to see his OPS get over 700, and if he can really finish strong, get over 750, that would be a really nice finish. As you can see, his career OPS 804, just not even close to what he normally does. As Reynolds did ask for time, that's why I'm yapping. As he's going to step back in here. Again, runners on first and second, nobody out. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be a ground ball foul. You thought you're, oh, no, I'm not. I finished even if the game were 15-0. Unless I knew there was no one in here. Yeah, then I would probably call it, but nah, I'll stay till the game is over. 1-2 counts. Suter sets. Looks back at second. Kicks and deals. That is inside. Suter walking off again like he thought he struck him out. I don't know. I want to see this guy's ERA. 3.38. Okay, I don't know. He should know where the plate is, but I don't know. Suter delivers. That's going to be hit to center. Friedel is under it. He makes the catch. And I don't know if we saw an advancement there. I'm not too sure. That'll bring up O'Neal Cruz. He is 1 for 2 with the walk on the day. He's batting .210, OPS of 713, 18 homers, and 48 RBIs. The Altoona Curve, yes. I did not go to any of their games. I went to Reading Phillies games. I was born in the eastern part of Pennsylvania. Well, pretty much where Reading is. Here is the pitch. That is going to be low for ball 1. Again, so Horwitz did advance, so there is runners on the corners. You feel like this inning has been an hour long? I agree. It's been forever. 1-0 counts. Suter sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be low and outside for ball 2. Two-no count. Suter sets, looks over at first, kicks, and actually a pickoff attempt, but Gonzalez is back safe and sound. Harrisburg Senators, York Revolution, Lancaster Barnstormers. Been all of them. Nice. I've been to only 2 minor league ballparks. Here's the 2-0. That's going to be low, so that makes it 3-0. So the Reading Phillies had an opportunity to go to Lehigh Valley. I just didn't go that day. And then I've been to Corpus Christi Hooks. 3-0 count. Here is the pitch. Chopper to second. He's just going to take the easy out there, but that is going to score a run. So the Pirates, of course, they are up 5-0, thanks, of course, to O'Neal Cruz. Gonzalez moving to second on that. And that'll bring up Andrew McCutchen batting .249, OPS of .713, 11 homers, and 39 RBIs on the season. And I don't know what is happening. Looks like they're going to intentionally walk McCutchen. Wow. All right, and that's fair because Jack Sawinski is at the plate. Lefty-on-lefty matchup. He's 0 for 2. And it looks like the Pirates' pitcher will be Cam Sanders. I don't know if I've seen him pitch yet, so we'll see. Lehigh. You're right. Well, I mean, I see the first part of the name I think of. Anyway, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Here is the pitch. That is going to be outside for ball one. You been to Corpus and Sugar Land? Round Rock. I hear Round Rock is really nice. Lancaster. 1-0 count. Suter looks back at second, kicks and deals. That's going to be in there for a call strike. Reds keep batting like this. Again, like we have yet to see the Reds without Paul Skeens on the mound. 1-1 count. Here is the pitch. That is in the dirt, ball two. The ball gets away, but Gonzalez will not advance. Maybe it didn't get away far enough there for him. Two and one. Suter sets, kicks, and deals. Ground ball. Oh, Suter gets it. Tosses to first for out number 3. It was hard hit there. It bounced off his hand, but was able to recover and toss it to first for out number 3. We head to the top of the 7th. The Pirates, of course, scoring a run. The Pirates lead 5-0 over the Reds. All right, folks, again, if you like what you see, definitely like it up and press that subscribe button for more play-by-play action on this channel. A lot of baseball and, of course, a lot of football as well. That is coming up. Actually, that's coming up on this channel in an hour and a half. Of course, I'm not going to really push that too hard on you guys. But, again, thank you guys for even clicking on this video. That helps me out so much. It really does. But, again, a super thank you if you're able to like and subscribe. Again, I don't think you'll regret it. I try to do the best I can. Hopefully, I'm doing a decent job, and again, I do a lot of Pirates, but I do bounce around Major League Baseball. And if the Reds are able to stay in the wild card race, I'm doing a lot of teams in the wild card very, very soon. So we will be. Hopefully, this is not the last time I see you Reds fans. And I'll probably do another game this series for the Pirates Reds as well. I just don't know which one, but you'll see it. Due up for the Reds will be Marte, Trevino, and Hayes. As again, the Reds will be facing a new pitcher, so it's not Paul Skeens. Paul Skeens is done. He'll finish with 6 innings pitched, 7 hits allowed, and 8 strikeouts, no walks. Cam Sanders. He has appeared in one game, and that was against the Giants. And that was the one game I did not do against the Pirates Giants. 2 innings pitched and 1 hit and 1 walk. Look at that. So 28-year-old rookie. I can always pull for these guys. They're a grinder, man. They're never giving up on their dreams. I can always respect that. All right, this is Noel V. Marte at the plate. Noel V. Marte. He's batting .269, OPS of .777, 7 homers and 28 RBIs. Sanders kicks and fires. That is in there for a called strike. Yes, there is. We got Raiders and Seahawks on this channel for you. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to short. Triolo has it, throws to first for out number 1. That's always good to see. That'll bring up Jose Trevino. He's batting .256, OPS of .706, 4 homers and 15 RBIs. Again, the Reds still have that offense that can just score a bunch of runs at will. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a called strike. Bengals, Eagles under 38. What is the score? I haven't been able to look at the scores. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. 0-2 count to Trevino. Oh, Bengals 14, Eagles 10. Oof. Yeah, I don't know. Trending in that over direction. 0-2 count. Sanders sets. Kicks and deals. Checked his swing. Did he go? He did not. So the count moves to 1-2. Sanders sets. And fires. That's going to be low for ball 2. 83 on the sweeper there. Again, a 28-year-old rookie on the mound. Made his MLB debut just a few days ago. Statistically, looked pretty good. 2-2 count. Sanders delivers. That's going to be hit to right center. Cruz is on the run. Makes the catch at the wall for out number 2. Cruz was booking it there. That one was well hit. But Cruz had to turn on the jets for that one. As that'll bring up Ke'Bryan Hayes, of course, the former Pirate. He's 1 for 2 on the night. Batting .236, OPS of .572, 3 homers and 39 RBIs. As Hayes, of course, is digging in. Here's the pitch. That is outside for ball 1. Sanders has fastball about 95 to 96 so far is what I've seen. Of course, again, if you're a Pirates fan, you have no idea who he is, really. As he sets again on the 1-0. Here is the pitch. Breaking ball that swung on and hit right, and that is going foul. Baraki is warming up, pardon me, in the Pirates bullpen. 1-1 count. Sanders delivers. Hayes hits it to center. Cruz jogging on over and makes the catch for out number 3. Very quickly, the Reds go down as we head to the bottom of the 7th. The Pirates, they're leading 5-0 over the NL wildcard hopeful Reds. Of course, again, there's plenty of time. I mean, again, it's just one game. I mean, we all know that. I mean, baseball is so random, you never know how it's going to happen, how it's going to play out from day to day. Of course, again, just showing you the NL wild card race. The Cubs, of course, leading in that category, 66-48. The Padres, 64-51. And, of course, the Mets, they are clinging on to the last spot, 63-52. And they, of course, they have been struggling. They lost 4 in a row. They are 2-8 in their last 10. So the Reds, this is a great opportunity for them to take advantage. Of course, again, we'll see what happens for the rest of the night, but it's looking like they will lose tonight. But again, it's not the end of the world. There's still just under 50 games left, a month and a half left in the season. So unless you're just a casual baseball fan, you should know there's plenty of time. Of course, the Giants, they're still in it as well, 5 games back. Really, again, the NL, I think the NL, whoever represents the NL in the World Series, I think is going to win. I think they're going to win the World Series. I think the NL is just better this year than the AL. That's just my gut feeling on it. The Red Sox, again, they're leading the AL side of things. Mariners and Yankees. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Again, plenty of baseball left, of course, in this season. Again, if you like what you see, folks, like and subscribe to the channel. I do appreciate you guys even clicking on this video. That really helps me out a lot. But a super thank you if you're able to press that like button and subscribe button. I'm watching a Taco Bell commercial. I don't know what's going on right now. All right, Triolo is going to be coming to the plate He is batting 177, OPS of 554, 3 homers and 13 RBIs. Let's go Pittsburgh. Kylie, yes, I agree. That's going to be low for ball 1. Thank you, of course, for stopping by, Kylie. 1-0 count. Suter delivers. That's in there for a called strike. Triello is 2 for 3 on the day. So a pretty good day for him as he's, again, trying to figure it out at the major league level. Here's the pitch. That is way upstairs and outside for ball 2. Seattle and Phillies. I don't know if I see the Mariners making it to the World Series. That'd be interesting. Here's the 2-1. That is going to be low, but that's called a strike anyway. So 2-2. Are you a Pittsburgh Penguin fan? I would say, I don't really watch hockey, but I do look up the standings every day in the NHLs. That's going to be inside ball 3. It's kind of the same thing with the NBA. Like, I'll check the standings. I did promise, though. I did make a promise that I would call one Penguins game this season, as that's going to be found back. So I don't know what game that'll be, but I will be calling one Penguins game. We'll see how it goes. I don't know much about it. I will do my best. Unsure when that'll probably be more towards like January, February when football is starting to wind down, so it won't happen at the beginning of the year. 3-2 count. Here is the pitch. Ground ball to short. Dela Cruz can't handle it, as that is just a flat-out error. Trying to backhand it there, and, well, he forgot the ball. All right, that'll bring up Henry Davis. He's 1 for 3. Batting 167, OPS of 518, 4 homers and 13 RBIs. Need the over. Oof. The over. That is tough. Here is the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Of course, again, plenty of baseball left, Milk. We shall see. Michael needs the over and a Reds win. Well, hey, if the Reds win, then you definitely hit the over, Michael. Here's the 0-1. That is low for ball 1. 1-1 count. Runner on first. Of course, he reached due to the error by Dela Cruz. Suter sets, kicks, and deals. Ground ball off his foot, and that is going to be a foul ball. That drop, I think, is the turning point. Pitt wins. You think? We'll see. We'll see. It was going to be kind of a tough play, trying to backhand it there, moving, of course, to his right. I don't know if that is it. I mean, we'll see. I mean, Davis could easily ground into a double play. I could very much see that. 1-2 count. Suter sets and fires. That is going to be low for ball 2, handled well by the catcher, keeping it in front of him. 2-2 count. Suter sets and fires. That's going to be hit to left. Hayes is at the wall, leaps, it's out of here. You were probably right, because that ball is gone. Clear the deck, cannonball coming. The Pirates are up a touchdown on the Reds as they lead 7-0. Wow. That was kind of out of nowhere. I like to see it, though, for Henry Davis. The Steelers up a touchdown on the Bengals. 7-0 as Isaiah Kiner-Falefa will be coming to the plate, batting .271, OPS of 642, 1 homer, and 30 RBIs. Do you think the Super Bowl logo colors determine what team? Oh, there was a stretch there, Yassine, where it was very suspect. That's all I'm going to say. There was a few Super Bowls where it's like, interesting. And looks like we might have a pitching change. I don't know. They didn't announce it, but they've cut to commercial. So I'm assuming there's a pitching change underway. Yep, there's a pitching change. Milk likes it again as we inch closer to that 8.5. Yeah, with 4 home runs and 1. I know, that's what I'm saying. Baseball is so random. You just never know. Are you streaming again? Yes. It might. I don't know. Depending on how quick or fast or slow this game is. I have another stream starting at 8:55. Of course, again, if this is still going on, then I will prioritize this stream. But yes, I will be doing the preseason game, Raiders and the Seahawks, as I try to, of course, get back into the flow of things with football. 36 likes, that's awesome. Again, thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. Again, a super thank you if you're able to like and subscribe. Hello, Butterfly. Of course, thank you, as always, for stopping by. You are awesome. You are the best. All right, new pitcher for the Reds. Whenever, of course, we do return to action, it's going to be Yosver Zulueta. Let's see here. 8.1 ERA on the season. WHIP, though, of only a 1.2. So the math ain't math in there. Looks like it's just been unfortunate luck for him. Kiner Falefa is at the plate. Again, we're still on commercial over here. What in the world? Can't wait for NFL. Me neither, man. I'm ready. I'm trying to, again, hopefully I'm getting a lot of baseball fans that are football fans. That's what I'm hoping for. IKF batting .271, OPS of .642, 1 homer, and 30 RBIs. As we are returning, it's a 1-0 count. So, again, Pirates broadcast is terrible. Zulueta delivers. That's going to be outside for ball 2. I do apologize. Pittsburgh Sportsnet is the worst. Might actually be the worst broadcast in baseball. 2-0 count. Zulueta sets and fires. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Come on, Pittsburgh. Yes, I love it. Do you have a favorite NBA? Not really. I mean, Sixers, but I don't really watch the NBA anymore. 2-1 count. Here is the pitch. Chopper, and that's going foul. Braves are losing 6-2 to the Marlins. Braves are just continuing to lose. 2-2 counts. As Zulueta likes the sign, sets on the 2-2, kicks and deals. Chopper, and that is also going foul. And the Pirates just looking really good tonight. It really started off with that home run by Reynolds. Singer looked really just amazing. First 2 batters, no problem. Very quick, very efficient. But then Reynolds rattled Singer. The Pirates haven't looked back since. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be, once again, chopped foul. A lot of just bouncers. So, once again, a 2-2 count here to Isaiah Kiner Falefa. Zulueta sets and delivers. That's going to be, you'll never guess it, that one was chopped foul. It's not a ground ball. It's not a fly ball. It is a chopper. A lot of pitchers on it. Yeah, it is a rough year for them. They'll be back next year for sure. 2-2 count. Here is the pitch. Chopper off the pitcher's mitt. Second baseman has it, throws to first in time for out number 1. I said mitt instead of glove. Oh well. We will survive. We will overcome that. All right, that'll bring up Spencer Horwitz. He is 1 for 3 on the day with a walk, batting .263, OPS of .725, 5 homers, and 32 RBIs on the season. As Zulueta sets, Zulueta kicks and fires. That is in there for a called strike. 98 on the fastball. Kylie wants more runs. No mercy from Kylie. 0-1 count. Here is the pitch. That's going to be fouled back. 0-2. These games are indeed rare. Jem from Skeens, again, they gave him some run support. It's been fun. But again, we'll see what happens in these last 2 innings here. Again, the Reds, I am not sleeping on that offense. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be hit to left, and that is going foul. I will not sleep on the Reds. They have an offense that really is underrated. Very solid offense. Again, the NL Central, the top 3 teams have a solid offense. Top 2, obviously, are Brewers and Cubs. They have a very elite offense. But the Reds, they are overlooked because of those two. And would not surprise me if they were to battle back here. That's going to be a ground ball to second. Throws to first for out number 2. All right, that'll bring up Nick Gonzalez. He's 1 for 4 on the night. JJ, how's it going? Thank you, of course, for stopping by. Appreciate you, man. I really do. Gonzalez batting .279, OPS of .733, 5 homers, and 19 RBIs on the season. Silhouette delivers. That is going to be in there for a called strike. 88 miles per hour on the sweeper. This is a blowout. Yeah. Kind of. Here's the 0-1. That's a swing and a miss strike call there. So 0-2. It's one of those rare nights where the Pirates actually know how to hit. 0-2 count. Silhouette sets and delivers. Called strike 3. That one was way outside, but it didn't really matter to the umpire. That looked good to him. So we head to the top of the 8th, where the Pirates, of course, are up a touchdown. 7-0 over the Reds. Once again, folks, if you like what you see, definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play content. I would say it's been a pretty good night. Definitely will try to get another game for the Reds and Pirates this series. Tomorrow, I will be doing the Browns and Panthers preseason game in the evening, so I won't be able to do Pirates and Reds tomorrow. Saturday is probably the day, maybe Sunday. I really don't know, but we'll definitely get another game of Pirates and Reds. Again, thank you very much for your support. A super thank you if you're able to like and subscribe. Again, we'll be doing a lot of baseball and football on this channel. So if you're a fan of those two sports, if you're a fan of either of these teams, definitely press that button right now. Do it. It's free. It won't cost you a dime, I promise. And again, later tonight, in an hour actually, after this game, I'll be doing a football game. So if you like football, just want to hang out for that late night, we got Raiders and Seahawks on this channel, as you get to kind of feel me out, see like, hey, is this guy any good at calling football games? I think I'm a lot better at that. But, hey, maybe you like me at baseball. Hey, that's fine enough. That's good enough to press that button as well. Baraki will be the pitcher for the Pirates, as he is 1-3 on the season. 4.88 ERA, whip of a 1.16. The shutout is nice, it is, but, I mean, again, I don't know. That is your pitcher. You have to face Reds, so we'll see. Again, this might determine if you guys stick around. As, again, Friedel will be coming to the plate to lead off the top of the 8th, batting .276, OPS of .776, 10 home runs and 37 RBIs. Go Steelers indeed. I just would love to see a playoff win. Give me that, please. I just need it. It's been a while. JJ's a big Chiefs fan, yeah. A lot of success there. I envy you. As again, Baraki is on the mound here in the top of the 8th. Again, a 4.88 ERA for Ryan Baraki. As he sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be in there for a called strike. A favorable call for the Pirates, if I may be honest. Braves catching up. Nice. 51-73 to 80-82. That would be pretty cool. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be hit, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Friedel with a leadoff single here in the top of the 8th. There we go, and that'll bring up Matt McClain. He's batting .227, OPS of .652, 11 homers, and 38 RBIs on the season. Runner on first, nobody out here in the top of the 8th. Baraki sets, looks over at first, kicks, and deals. That is outside for ball 1. 1-0 count. Baraki sets. Looks over at first and delivers. That's going to be fouled back as the count is 1-1. One and one count here to Matt McLean. Again, he's 2 for 3 on the day. He had Skeens' number. Barucki delivers. That's going to be hit to right, and that is going foul. Game is kind of slowing down. You probably can feel it as well. 1-2 count here to McLean. Barucki sets, looks over at first. Looks over again, kicks and deals. That's going to be hit to center. Cruz is at the warning track, makes the catch at the wall for out number 1. That gave a little bit of a scare, but it does fall in a glove. That'll bring up Ellie De La Cruz. Ellie De La Cruz is batting .279, OPS of .830, 19 homers, and 73 RBIs on the season. As Barucki will set, kicks and deals. That is going to be in there for a called strike. Ravens winning against Colts 21-9. Wow. 0-1 count. Here is the pitch. That's going to be hit, and that is going foul. So, again, not looking too promising for the Reds fans here. I don't want to lead John like, well, they might be catching up. I don't know. They really need some runs here in this inning to have a chance to give themselves a realistic shot as Barucki sets on the 0-2, kicks and fires. That is way outside for ball 1. 1-2 counts. Barucki sets. Looks over at first. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That is a huge out there, as that is out number 2. And the Reds' chances are shrinking before our very eyes. And that'll bring up Austin Hayes. He's 0 for 3 on the night, so he's due. Batting .261, OPS of .778, 10 homers and 44 RBIs. Barucki sets and delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 1. The Reds scored 8 in 1 inning against the Braves. Wow, I did not know that. Definitely would be something if that were to happen, Keith, but I have a hunch that is probably an outlier. 0-1 count. Barucki sets, kicks, and deals. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Do you know the Pirates scored 9 runs in an inning? Actually, it wasn't too long ago, and they lost. They lost, Keith. That was so unfortunate. 0-2 count here to Hayes. As Hayes is taken back in. Let's go Pirates indeed. Barucki sets. Looks over at first and delivers. That is a low for a ball. Ball 1. One and 2 count. Runner on first, 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. Barucki looking over at first. Barucki delivers. That's going to be low, and the ball got away briefly, but Davis is quickly on it for ball 2. The Reds lost that game too. So I guess it's a curse. If you score that many runs in an inning, you're pretty much guaranteed that you're going to lose. That is interesting. Or at least for the Pirates and Reds, as Barucki sets on the 2-2. 2 outs. Here is the pitch. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. He struck him out. Hayes doesn't like the call, but that one was definitely in the strike zone, or at least on the strike zone on the TV. We head to the bottom of the 8th, where the Pirates lead 7-0 over the Reds. Again, if your Reds fans do decide to head out, even the Pirates fans, again, if you haven't already done it, definitely subscribe for more play-by-play content. I will be here. Hopefully, I'll see you there in the next video. Again, For tonight, I will be doing another preseason game. For tomorrow, doing another preseason game, Browns and Panthers. And, of course, I am going to get Reds and Pirates at least one more time this series. Of course, it's a 4-game series. So hopefully I see you in the next one. I'm sure it'll be probably more competitive, or the Reds will probably win. That's just how it goes. But I do appreciate you guys for hanging out. I'm still going to finish the game. I just imagine probably people are going to be like, all right, time to turn it off. Time to get this guy off the screen. Time to get this guy off my phone, off my tablet, off my computer, off my TV, whatever. But again, I do appreciate you guys for clicking on this video. That really does help out a lot. But again, if you're a sports fan, just subscribe already. Just do it. Just do it. Due up for the Pirates will be Brian Reynolds, O'Neal Cruz, and Andrew McCutchen. Reynolds is 2 for 3 with a walk. I don't see anything about a new pitcher for the Reds, so it'll probably be Zuleta, if I had to guess. Of course, we still are in commercial break. Again, those of you that are sticking around, feel free to chat down below. I do try to read as many comments as possible. I try. I really do. Sometimes it can't happen, but I do. I guess I should, I don't know if I should end that poll. I mean, I probably should. You never know. I guess you never know. All right. If you have Apple TV tomorrow, that's the only way you can watch the Pirates and Reds game. So good luck to you guys that have that. All right, here is the pitch. That is outside for ball 1. 1-0 count here to Brian Reynolds. Again, he's 2 for 3 with a walk. Here's the pitch. That is outside for ball 2. Again, he homered in the first inning. So he's had a pretty good night. OPS hopefully will climb up over 700 as Zuleta sets on the 2-0. Kicks and deals. That is in there for a called strike. 2-1 count to Brian Reynolds. Zuleta sets and fires. That is inside, but that's called a strike at the last second. Looks like the umpire was hesitating, but he went with the pitcher's call there. Looks like he's ready to go home. 2-2 count, as Reynolds does indeed ask for time. Reynolds digging back in. Bottom of the 8th. Nobody on, nobody out. Pirates, of course, up a touchdown as that's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. All right, and that'll bring up O'Neal Cruz. He's 1 for 3 with a walk. Batting .209 on the season, OPS of 711, 18 homers, and 49 RBIs. Here is the pitch. Swing and a miss, and the bat flies to right field. Maybe not right field, but, deep foul territory, honestly. Past the first base bag. Of course, that is a strike. That launched. I mean, geez, oh. All right, 0-1 count. That launched probably 50 yards. I mean, that went way past the first base bag, which is like 90 feet. So, I mean, that may have, I don't know if it doubled it, but nearly doubled it. So, 0-1 count as Cruz is getting his bat back and laughing it off here. Pirates, of course, look to be in line for win number 50. That would be pretty neat to get to there. At least we're not the Rockies or White Sox. That's going to be outside for ball 1. You think De La Cruz will bat again? Jay, I don't know. Let me double check for you. Here's the 1-1. That is in there for a called strike. I don't think so. He just had a plate appearance last inning. I doubt it unless the Reds just have a great inning, Jay. I don't see it happening. I'm very sorry. You probably needed him to do something on your betting line. Probably not going to happen as that's going to be hit to center. Friedel on the run. Makes a wonderful catch on the run for out number 2. That was a great running catch by Friedel. Very nice. And that'll bring up Andrew McCutchen. He's 0 for 1 and 3 walks on the night. Batting 249 OPS of 715, 11 homers, and 39 RBIs. As here is the pitch. That is way inside for ball 1. 1-0 count to the Pirates legend Andrew McCutchen. Here is the 1-0. That's going to be a chopper, and that is a foul. Count is 1-1. Zuleta sets and delivers. That is way inside ball 2. Both of his misses have been very far inside. I don't know if he's trying to hit them on purpose or not. McCutchen, of course, has been hit by a pitch plenty of times in his MLB career. 2-1 count. He delivers. That is inside ball 3. How many strikeouts he had? I think he had 8. Did he have 8? Or was it 9? I can't remember. 3-1 count. Skeens had 8. So probably hit what you were looking for. That's going to be ball 4. So McCutchen will take his 4th walk of the night. And that'll bring up Jack Sawinski. Thank you, Marine, of course, for stopping by. Batting 114, OPS of 493, 2 homers and 4 RBIs. But yeah, he had 8 strikeouts. As Zuleta sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 97 on the inside corner. Swinsky again 0 for 3 at the walk. Zuleta sets and fires. That is in there for a called strike. 96 up in the zone. Again, a runner on first here, 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th, Pirates, of course. I should say the Steelers leading the Bengals 7-0. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, foul. Getting ready, of course, for that nice rivalry. They play once in October, once in November, just a month apart. Like about 30 days or so. I don't like that. They should spread it out. 0-2 count. Zuleta delivers. That's going to be popped up. Dela Cruz is under. No, Friedel's going to call him off and make the catch for out number 3. All right, to the 9th. It would be an amazing comeback if it were to happen. The Pirates, of course, leading 7-0 over the Reds. As, again, we head to the top of the 9th. Of course, scores from around Major League Major League Baseball. The Mariners defeated the White Sox in extras 4-3. The A's defeated the Nationals 6-0. The Marlins lead the Braves 6-5 as they head to the top of the 7th. All right, once again, folks, this will probably be my last time to make that pitch to you guys. Again, if you like what you see, if you're a baseball fan, if you're a football fan, press that subscribe button now. 1, you get more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. Number 2, it's free. It won't cost you a dime. And again, 3, we can just hang out, talk sports, talk about whatever you like, of course. But yeah, again, this is what I do. Hopefully you like it. Again, it's a lot of Pirates on this channel, but for the Reds, again, I am promising at least one more game this series. I am doing preseason actually in an hour, but also tomorrow and a little bit on Saturday. Unsure about Saturday and Sunday, like how I'm going to balance it out. But again, I'm doing one of the Saturday or Sunday games, Pirates Reds, so definitely sub to come back and listen to the game. But again, if the Reds are able, and I think they can, I think they will, stay in the NL wildcard race, I will guarantee more Reds games as we approach the late August and in September, as I'll be looking at the teams trying to stay alive for those final few spots. Streaming again, yes, I'll be streaming in an hour. New Pirates pitcher is going to be Kyle Nicholas. ERA of a 6.48, whip of a 1.62. So he's looking just to get in some work. Leading off for the Reds will be Gavin Lux, followed by, of course, Spencer Steer and Noelvi Marte. Lux is 2 for 3 on the night. Batting .272, OPS of .728, 4 home runs on the year, and 42 RBIs. As again, the Pirates are up 7-0 on the Reds. Of course, again, it's not all over for the Reds. Maybe for this game, but again, for the season, you guys are still very much in it. Only 3 games back in the wild card. If you lose tonight, you'll be 3.5. Breaking ball in there for a called strike. So again, you'll only be 3.5 back. Plenty of time left. About 40, just under 50 games left in the season. 0-1 count here to Gavin Lux. Nicholas Setz kicks and deals. Ground ball, and that's going to get through in between the first and second baseman for a base hit. Reynolds has it, is going to toss it in. So the Reds with the leadoff single. Is this how it starts? We'll see. That'll bring up Spencer Steer. He's had a rough night. He is 0 for 3 on the night. Batting .234, OPS of .684, 13 homers and 50 RBIs on the season. As Nicholas Setz kicks and deals. That is way in the dirt. Davis with a fantastic snag to keep the runner at first. If that were Joey Bart behind the plate, I assure you that runner is on second. I'm just being honest. Joey Bart has been very disappointing offensively, and of course defensively is very lazy. 1-0 count is actually Davis is going to have a little chat with Nicholas. See what's up. Hey, you're good. Let's not have the Reds score 8 runs and take it to the bottom of the ninth. That would be very unfortunate for the Pirates. If you want to see me weep and cope on stream, that's how you do it. The Reds scoring 8 runs here in the top of the ninth. As Nicholas Setz kicks and deals. That's going to be low in the dirt, ball 2. Again, it really would not surprise me completely if the Reds were to do it. 2-0 count. Nicholas Setz and fires. That's upstairs, ball 3. And I can see the Pirates fans in the background. They're like, oh, the Pirates fans behind home plate are just like rolling their eyes. As it's 3-0. Nicholas Setz and fires. That's going to be in there for a called strike at the knees. So 3-1. Let's go, says Butterfly. Rallying for the Reds. Juan Cabral is laughing. Thank you, of course, Juan, for stopping by. Appreciate you for tuning in. Here's the 3-1. That's going to be fouled back. That one was indeed upstairs, but he does indeed swing and foul tip it. So 3-2. Nicholas Setz on the 3-2. Kicks and deals. That's going to be popped up. And that is going to be huge, as that's going to be caught by Spencer Horwitz for a huge out number 1. That one was well inside, but Steer just couldn't lay off it. That'll bring up Noelvi Marte. He's 0 for 3. So again, that may, I don't know if that would be a clincher there, but that is huge. Batting .267, OPS of .772, 7 homers and 28 RBIs as Nicholas Setz and delivers. That is low for ball 1. 100 miles per hour below the knees. Again, a runner on first here in the top of the ninth. Would take a miracle. But miracles can happen in Pittsburgh and not for Pittsburghers. As that's a big swing and a miss. Strike 1. 99 on the fastball. Nicholas looks over in first. Setz. Kicks and deals. Breaking ball outside for ball 2. 23-year-old third baseman. He's had a nice year, honestly, for only 160 at-bats. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be hit to right, and that is going foul. OPS 772. That would be like, what, number 1 on the Pirates, I'm pretty sure. 2-2 counts. Again, 1 out here in the top of the 9th. Baseball fan of me says this game is over, but the Pirates fan of me says you never know. That is exactly how I feel. Huck Finn and I are in lockstep here. Here's the 2-2. Chopper, and that is going foul. Two and two. Nicholas looks back at first. Nicholas sets. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. He got him to chase way out of the zone. He struck him out. As the Reds are down to their final outs, that'll bring up Miguel Andujar. He is pinch hitting for the for Trevino. So that is huge. Batting .298, OPS of 764, 6 homers and 27 RBIs. Nicholas delivers. That is going to be low for ball 1. Yeah, he played for the Pirates in 2023. I was wondering, like, that was so familiar. OPS of 776 as a Pirate. Not too bad. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be hit to center. Cruz is under it and makes the catch for out number 3. Rays the Jolly Roger. The Pirates get win number 50 as they defeat the Reds 7-0. Yes, hope the Reds-Yankees win tomorrow. Yeah, it's very likely. Once again, folks, thank you guys for stopping by and posting the link for, I don't know if that'll work, but that is the link for the game I'm going to be doing in about 30 minutes. Again, if you like and subscribe, hey, you'll get the notification already. Again, I'll be doing a preseason game very soon, Raiders and Seahawks. So hopefully, if you got nothing else going on, if you can stay up late, then hang out with me as I call a preseason game. Thank you guys very much for stopping by. Again, if you like baseball, if you like the Pirates or Reds, again, I will be doing Reds if they are able to stay in the NL, which I think they will stay in the NL wildcard hunt. I will be doing more, those games. So definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play content. Of course, again, if you're a football fan, I'll be here as well doing that college and NFL. So a lot of stuff. You and your boyfriend are so upset. You're both Reds fans. That is tough. I'm sorry. That is unfortunate. Hey, tomorrow again, that is very, very, very likely that you guys will probably win. Again, that's just how baseball, you never know. It varies from game to game, from day to day. You never know. 50 wins, more than enough reason for Bob Nutting to not sell a team. Yeah. Thank you, Yinzer, as always, man. Appreciate you for stopping by. Thanks for calling the game. Again, thank you very much for subbing, man. Again, like and subscribe if you're able to, man. It is free. You guys, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. But that is going to do it for me. I'm going to take a break for like 30 minutes, but I'll be back again for Raiders Seahawks again. If you got nothing else going on, I'll be here. So I'm trying to grow this channel and see what it can become. So again, thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. You guys all have a great rest of your night, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.